dedicated to all the Biafrans all over the world. Ambo Mazi Nnaka Samuel Chinonso Amonyo Bolo Amuko Bolo Get in Isia Lamba no local government Get in Imo State in Biafra land. Ana m emegwu a ka njikwa ụwa niile na ihe nwanne anyị nwoke mere adịghị m obi mma. Nwanne anyị nwoke Uche Mefọ ihe o mere adịghị m obi mma. Nwanne anyị nwoke anyị na ya so wee na-achụ mmụọ yo wee tụgharịzie esi anyị na anyị na-esi mmụọ mmụọ. What a betrayal! Ka anyị chịkọta n'aka ya ọnụ ụmụ Biafra ka anyị were n'otu obi n'otu ịhụnanya anyị ga-enweta Biafra nke anyị na-achọ. Ana m ekelekwa onye isi anyị nke bụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu Ọhamadike, onye nke Chineke họpụtara ka o wee duru anyị n'ala nke Biafra dịka Moses si wee duru ụmụ Israel wee dufee ha n'osimiri uhie. Otu a ka nwanne anyị nwoke a ga-esi wee durukwa anyị duru anyị n'ala nke e kwere anyị na nkwa nke bụ ala Biafra. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu jisi ike n'ọrụ. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ihe ị na-eme dị anyị mma. Ana m ayọ Chineke nna ka onye kwado ogologo ndụ na arụ isi ike na amamihe nke ị ga-eji wee duru anyị n'ala nke e kwere anyị na nkwa. Onye ọbụla nke na-echere gị echiche ọjọọ onye ahụ ga-eji isi ya wee buru ya. Ka anyị were n'otu obi anyị ga-enweta ihe anyị na-achọ. Ụmụ Biafra biko ka anyị jikọta udo ga-achị. Ụmụ Biafra biko tienụ udo ga-achị. Ọkwa one family ka anyị ji aga udo ga-achị. Akwa otu obi ka anyị ji aga udo ga-achị. Ụmụ Biafra biko ka anyị jikọta udo ga-achị. Uche Mefọ Sleeping DJ obodo dị ka m kpọrọ gị ọkwa ihu na otu isi wee wuo onwe gị n'ala. Ọkwa ihu na otu isi wee wụkasị onwe gị n'ala to the extent that everywhere all over the world ọ bụ akụkọ gị ka a na-akọzi. Ebe ọ bụla ị hụrụ mmadụ abụọ ma ọ atọ nọ ọwa akụkọ Uche Mefọ ka a na-akọzi. Otu o si wee wuo onwe ya n'ala, otu o si wee disgrace onwe ya, otu o si wee betray ya ndị Biafra. Upon all the trust Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nwere ebe ị nọ gị si otu a wee wuo onwe gị n'ala, chiri otu a wee disappoint ndị niile na-eso gị n'azụ. Uche Mefọ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu trust chara gị to the extent ọ sị na ọ bụrụ na ịwụ nwaanyị ọ gara ịlụ gị otu esi alụ nwaanyị. Uche Mefọ onye mere gị ihe ọ gaghị adịrị ya na mma. Ịgbazie life gị na-akọ ihe sọrọ gị na-akọ ori ihe sọrọ gị na life. Iche na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ga-atụfuru gị ọnụ. Ị na-achọ ka ọ bịa saa gị okwu ọ karịgo that level. Silence is the best answer to a fool. You are just making fool of yourself. Uche Mefọ ị ma na ọ bụrụ gị ka etinyere na prison wee kwe gị nkwa niile a nke ekwere Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Uche Mefọ ị ga-anara ego chi na abalị na-asọ Biafra. Nke a doro m anya na ị ga-anara ego dị na-asọ Biafra. Bọtụlee Maazị Nnamdi Kanu etinyere ya n'ụlọ mkpọrọ wee kwe ya nkwa niile nke ekwere ya. O nweghị ụdị nkwa a na-ekweghị ya ka o wee dị na-asọ Biafra. Ma Maazị Nnamdi Kanu kwurula chi wee kwụsị ike na Biafra si data o nweghị ike ịdị na-asụ Biafra. O kwekwara ya bifo ya baa ime na o nweghị ike ịdị na-asụ Biafra, na o nweghị ike ibitrei Biafra, bọtụ na ndị Biafra ga-ebitrei ya. Ihe ahụ o kwuru akwa bịara na mmezu. This betrayal bidoro from 2015 Kanu. This betrayal betrayed from Imam Meso and Clifford Iruanya and Uche. The same Uche Mefo, when you fight against it. But Lena, they say he demo wegi. He will never can you betray. Is here that same person in a fight before. Child Uche Mefo, what do you say? Here, what this you were working out. Here, what this you were maybe see again. This nonsense human rights, can you mama human rights? What do you know about human rights? Mazi is already fighting for human rights. He lost his father and his mother in fighting for human rights. For you are just a betrayer. If you have to resign now because everyone no people. The killings in all people take everybody unaware about it. What we need is actions. What your Mazi Chukwuemeka the Eastern Security Network offer Moria single-handedly, and this is not even our army. This is just Eastern Security Network. Our armies will soon surface by the special grace of Chukwuemeka. Mazi said it. Forward ever, backward never. Together we move. Together we achieve this Biafra. Every sons and daughters of Biafra, please, I want us to give Mazi our maximum support. We must surely get to the promised land. He said. Udogachi, Biafra because you know Udogachi. Upon one family can you diaga? Udogachi. Upon two becani diaga? Udogachi. Biafra because Kanijikota Udogachi. Soginazo Jisike n'ọrụ magi anyị ga-enwe mmeri. Jisike n'ọrụ magi ihe ga-adị mma. Ụmụ Biafra biko ka anyị jikọta Udogachi. Ụmụ Biafra biko sienu anyị jikọta Udogachi. Ọkwa one family ka anyị ji aga Udogachi. Ọkwa otu obi ka anyị ji aga Udogachi. Ụmụ Biafra biko ka anyị jikọta Udogachi. Udogachi nile anyị IPOB one family. IPOB one family. One family. IPOB. Ana mayokwa Chukwuemeka Abiama ka onye ndị IPOB ogologo ndụ na risike na amamihe nke ha ga-eji wee rụọ ọrụ a wee ruro ya n'isi. Anyị ma na ọrụ adịghị isi, mana onye ọbụla nke ya na Chukwuemeka Abiama so ụjọ agaghị atụ ya.
And our leader Mazi, we pray and continue to ask that you guide and protect him and all those that are assisting him to see that your children are free. And all this we ask in your name. He said, today is January 16, 2021. This is live broadcast from Radio Biafra, USA. It's cutting to you through IPOB Community Radio, directed by our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. My name is Mazi Alozie. Today is Saturday, women's program. So we have about 8 minutes, approximately 8 minutes before they come on the air. And therefore, not too much ceremonies. Not much to say. We just have a few announcements to make, and then they will take over. Please don't call me. Don't call me. You won't call me until 11 o'clock. That's about 5 o'clock your time. I will not answer you. Either you're hearing the program or not, don't call me, because you'll be disrupting the program when you call. Well, let's go straight to the announcements. Anyway, I was looking at something said to me. I don't know why somebody is telling me that somebody else's life. That's stupid, as far as I know. People must learn how to post things. Well, let's go ahead and do the thing we have to do. I hate to be distracted. We have a security network, Eastern Security Network. We need to fund them. We need to help them to do their job perfectly. They volunteered. So the bank name is Chase Bank. Account name is Indigenous People of Biafra Patriots Inc. The routing number is 044000037. The account number is 669-680-115. Email is ipobosana@yahoo.com. ipobosana@yahoo.com or ipobusana. Either of the two, you come out with the same junction. You arrive at the same junction. So let's look at it that way. The next one is for international donors, those outside the U.S. Your own channel of contribution will be Indigenous People of Biafra Patriots Inc. The account number is 669-680-115. The SWIFT code is CHASUS33. CHASUS33. CHASUS 33. The bank name is JP Morgan Chase. Our people that are looking for loved ones, your neighbor, whatever, you're supposed to be seeing. You're supposed to know their whereabouts. You've been seeing them, but all of a sudden they've disappeared. You should be concerned, and since you're concerned, you have to call this number +971 522 929 723. I'll repeat that number, +971 522 929 723, and you will furnish the following information: photo of the person, name of the person, the state where last he lived or he lives, and then when you saw that person last. Okay? And other donors that need information like Italy, you call +39 351 004 6055, and for Germany you call +49 152 102 51873. That's what you call. But let me make a quick run as to the headline just before they come. You listen to what we talked about yesterday when we played the Zoom meeting our leader had, and I brought out some aspects of it, and just for your information. You see, people must learn to know what we're talking about. When the North protects the North, the South must protect the South. There is no dilly-dallying around. Anybody is your enemy, and human beings are the devils. There's no devil somewhere that is hiding somewhere. That person you're looking eyeball to eyeball is either your friend or your enemy. And your enemy is the devil, because he works against you. They make you do things that are against your progress, and there's no love. So Bishop Coker was one of those that said something yesterday, and he says Sokodobe's Islamic no, it's religious Christian, and you see how he's being attacked by Muslims. Their latest trait, when they deny about religious persecution, they don't miss no word in threatening religious leaders that speak up. Their latest trait is the warning they gave to Kuka: criticize Buhari again and be crucified. Islamic cleric dares Bishop Kuka: criticize Buhari again and be crucified. If somebody cannot criticize any government that is not doing well, why must you be with those people? Why must you have government with them? Why must you share? Why must you listen? Why must you be around them? If they hate criticism, and our leader explained it, when are we going to be truthful to ourselves? We have religious differences. It cannot be put together. Cultural differences. It cannot be put together. Language. It cannot be put together. Why then are you together? What is it that is holding people together? Heaven knows. And you talk about one Nigeria, and you're telling somebody that it's telling you what you're doing is not good, your government doesn't work, you don't know what you're doing, you say criticize him again, and you will be history. Because he is challenging. That is the word they use. Instead of he is voicing his opinion. You are being inhibited. You are being stopped from voicing your opinion. You are being stopped from voicing your opinion. That is, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to explain it. It is disturbing. And there's no end in sight. The only end in sight is everybody going their separate ways. They have to conduct their Islamic religion. Whatever principle that guides them, let them do it. And give peace a chance. Let people live like human beings rather than animals. We can't continue to deceive ourselves. We can't continue to be wishing something that will never happen and will never come true. I'm emphasizing on it because I'm short of time. And then it affects all of us. And there's an omen. And there's an omen. When you go and release pigeons and they don't fly, they usually fly. That's a bad omen. Who released the pigeons? Who released those pigeons? What was the symbolism? They didn't fly. And in Birmingham Palace, they just leave those things. The truth to the matter is that people must focus. People must focus. They are coming for you. The general Togun for the Amoteku just raised an alarm. Fully armed herdsmen trooping into your state. Fully armed. And you call them herdsmen. They are not terrorists. They are herdsmen trooping into Oyo State. What are they coming to do? They are fully armed. And somebody will be sitting somewhere talking about never again. Somebody will be sitting there, we are talking about what happened. How Igbos, everything bad you point to Igbos. And how they progress without even the money, their resources. And that is why you don't want them to go. Because you can be suppressing them and they still survive. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Mazi. We are ready to come on the air if you're ready for us.
I am ready for you. I'm just rambling and bubbling, waiting for you to share.
Thank you so much, Mazi. We are grateful for your time and your effort.
All right, I'm reaching out.
Listen all week long. Thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
All right. My sisters, we are on the air. Good morning, my sisters. Good morning, Mazi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you fellow Biafrans. Friends of Biafra, lovers of freedom, listeners of Radio Biafra and the IPOB worldwide. My name is Dr. Tina Ebere-Chukwu. I am from our local province of Biafra. We welcome you to our Saturday Women's Program today. And this morning, we have a few things to discuss with you. Today is January 16th, 2021, and we are coming to you live and direct from the United States of America. It is sunny day in Texas today, and we are happy to be alive to join with you and talk with you for just a few minutes this morning. We're coming to you on Radio Biafra USA 1. We now transmit from IPOB Community Radio app and also from Radio Biafra London, which is our mother station. We'll continue to do so. Our leader remains Mazi, and he is the director of both Radio Biafra and Biafra Television. We owe him gratitude, honor, and loyalty. And Biafrans, make no mistake, we have a leader like no other. Our leader's voice is strong, his spirit is strong, he is full of vitality and spirit. And we must be the same. Because when you're following someone, you should learn from that person. If you refuse to learn, then you refuse to be led. And by the way, that's what we see in the people who are talking from both sides of their mouths. They refuse to be led, and they become jealous, and they forgot that the mantle is not theirs, that God has raised someone to lead the struggle. We will continue to be grateful that He has taken the mantle and that He's leading us. We also appreciate all of you fellow Biafrans, especially Radio Biafra personnel and the leadership of the indigenous people of Biafra. They call them DOS, and we call them leaders. Leaders who can stand strong and listen to the voice of the one being who is leading them. Thank you, men and women of DOS, for standing strong. Brothers and sisters, our theme this morning is remain focused, because consistency is the name of this struggle. Consistency is the name of this struggle, so you must remain focused. I have two of my sisters on the line this morning, and I would like them to introduce themselves, and then we say a quick prayer and get started with our topic. Sister Kunne, you go ahead.
Yeah, greetings, my fellow Biafrans, friends of Biafrans, lovers of freedom, listeners of Radio Biafra, wherever you are. It is another day in your company, in the struggle to restore our motherland. My name is Akunne. I am from Owerri, Imo. I am from Owerri province. Welcome and thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Sister Kunne. Sister Cecilia.
Yes, my wonderful people of Biafra, worldwide, wherever you are this morning, we're just coming to you to say we love you, and we have confidence in all of you. This morning, we are coming to you from the USA, and we are coming to encourage you, to strengthen you, and to tell you to remain focused. My name is Cecilia, and I'm from Umuahia. And I just want to say I love all of you, and we are behind you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sister. Do you want to continue and say a quick prayer before we get started?
Yes. Oh, Father, we are grateful unto you for this morning. Thank you so much, God, that we are in the land of the living. Father, we bless you, Lord. We ask, O Most High God, that you will use even us, Father, to encourage our brethren. Therefore, dear Lord, we pray you'll be the center, the fulcrum of this ministration this morning, that everything we will do, everything we will say will be according to your will. Oh, Father, bless our people, protect them, shield them, guide them, and help them. We thank you because you love us. We thank you because we are your people. Take preeminence in our meeting this morning, O God. In Jesus' name we pray.
All right, fellow Biafrans, we told you that our theme is to remain consistent in what you do. Do not lose hope and do not give up. Because I heard a clip from somewhere yesterday that was saying that you can change. You can change. You can change whenever you want. You can change course if you find out that what you're doing is not working. Yes, you have the right to change, but you do not have the right to tell me to change because you heard that you're not supposed to be there. Okay, let me see that someone is actually trying to disturb my phone lines and my station this morning, but I will see what I can do. All right, fellow dear friends, so our first question this morning is, do you know that attack of ESN is a direct attack on the sovereign state of our Biafra now? Because they know that we have established this security agency to stop their actions in our land. So if Biafrans let themselves be attacked by the attack of the military or the police of the Zujandari, if we let them and if we are quiet while they are trying to attack the ESN, the security agency established by our leader, to care and to make sure that no one continues to go into our bushes and kill our people. Then it is a direct attack on the eastern region of that contraption. So, what do you think about and what we should do when they are attacking ESN? And I will start with you this morning, Sister Kuna. I hope you are ready to go.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I really believe this is 100% agreed with you that an attack to Eastern Security Network is an attack to Biafra restoration. This is 100%. You know, there is a lot of people, a lot of educated ignorant, who doesn't know the reason or the meaning to restore Biafra. No? They just, wherever they are, to criticize anything about the restoration of Biafra, to criticize the Eastern Security Network established by our Oyendu. Also, when you see a Biafran on Igbo, ignorance, Igbo person who ignores the massacres that goes on in Biafra land, so you and a lot of them pretend to deny what is happening in Biafra land and engage themselves in destructive attack about whatever Nnamdi Kanu is doing, whatever Biafrans are doing, or the establishment of this Eastern Security Network. Now, believe me that many people, as we know, is attacking the Eastern Security Network. Why did they do that? As you attack them, you are attacking Biafra in a whole. You are struggling to restore Biafra. You are attacking them. We urge you, if you are one of them, attacking the whole, it's like attacking the whole nation. You are two, you are three, whatever you are, attacking Eastern Security Network, you are attacking the whole nation, the Afghan nation. So you better stop it, because whatever you do and wherever, you cannot run into the hole, because Biafrans, re-Biafrans, re-Igbos, they will pursue you along. Then you pay for the damage you have done. You know, like many intellectual evildoers in Biafra land, you know, many of them, I think, I don't know what they feel sometimes, if Biafra looks too small for them. So they're going to sabotage, you know, calling them one Nigeria. Nigeria is big. That's stupid to me. It's money issue. Everything, whenever they criticize, whenever there is trouble among us, means they are getting something from a big country called Nigeria. You know that probably Biafra will emerge. Biafra is not there yet. So they don't think of gonna get anything today and tomorrow. That's why, and they don't have any hope that Biafra will one day emerge. So they wanna use criticism, you know, to stop our effort. You know, these levels, if anybody has not convinced them and told them they need to restore Biafra, it means they are gone. These people are gone. That is why the Eastern Security Network was established. You know, why are you attacking the Eastern Security Network? When you do that, remember, you are attacking Biafra in the whole. You are attacking the hard work, the hard and struggling of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Anybody call himself or herself a Biafran, or you call yourself Igbo, and you are attacking the Sound Security Network, believe me, you are stupid. Believe me, you are educated and ignorant. Believe me, you are not a real Igbo or a Biafran. You are a fake. So today, we are encouraging you to have this mentality of going against what is established for the benefit of your people. If you are the one of them, please get away from it, because you are putting yourself in danger, and the danger that you don't get out throughout of your life. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sister Cecilia?
Yes, my people. I am so elated. I am so thankful to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for establishing this Eastern Security Network. Have you thought of what has happened to our people before the establishment of this network? Our people were killed every day. They were maimed. Our mothers were scared of going to the farm. Our people who went to bed at night, they could not sleep for fear of what will happen. And we know when fear strikes, the confidence people have in themselves run away. The Eastern Security Network is now our defensive line. It is our front line. They are now the ones who have volunteered to say, this will not happen again to our people. The Eastern Security Network are now saying, we stand in the gap. We stand in the gap between us and the enemy. We stand in the gap so our mothers can go to the farm. We stand in the gap so that our children will not suffer from kwashiorkor. We stand in the gap so that our people can move freely. We stand in the gap. And then you start asking yourself, why are all these oppositions? We have oppositions from within and from without. Why do we have this opposition? My beloved Biafrans, remember that other states have the same security outfit as we have in the east. In the west, they have the Amoteku. In the north, they also have the Isbab. And they have these groups all over protecting, shielding, and helping their people. Then why is ours different? Ours should not be any different, because they are doing the same work these other security outfits are doing. I have really sat to examine, why do we have this opposition? And I've come to say that, you see, Biafra is the last miracle that is going to happen. Biafra is a special group of people. Biafra is a land that God himself has ordained. So anything God has ordained, we know the devil wants to have a counterfeit of it. And this is why we are having all these forces against us. But whether you are the enemy within or you are the enemy without, I hope you are listening to me this morning. I want you all to understand that Biafrans are a peculiar people. There is nothing you can do. We are a peculiar people. We are the people of God. So all these oppositions, whether you be from within or without, I just want to let you know that you have failed before you even start. You have failed. We are not going to go back to where things were. We are not going to go back to leave our people open, naked, for the enemy to come from every side and ravage us. We have our Eastern Security Network. They have come to stay. They are doing a good job, and we take kudos to them. They are wonderful. They are formidable. They are standing tall. They are standing strong. So we just want to say thank you. Thank you, members of the Eastern Security Network. Do not be discouraged. Do not be discouraged. Do not even let them lure you out of where you stand, because you're doing a noble job. Eastern Security Network is one of a kind, instituted by God Himself, led through our leader, Mazi. How he formed it, how he planned it, how everything worked out. Doesn't this show you that the hand of God is in this thing? The hand of God is in it. All of you, whether you are enemies from inside or outside, nobody knew how this security network came about. It all came, and everybody, your eyes were open, and it was like you just woke up from a sleep. Doesn't all this tell you that the hand of God is in this thing? The security network has come to stay. When you are in the security network, you are attacking the whole of Biafra. So be warned. Be warned. Take off your hand. Those of you going all over the place looking for where the camp of the Eastern Security Network, stop it. Stop it. Those of you from within using your mouth to castigate them, you need to stop it. Those of you all around trying to sabotage the work that our leader has done, stop it. Eastern Security Network has come to stay. An attack on Eastern Security Network is attack on every Biafran. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my sister. You have heard it, brothers and sisters out there. We do not want any one of us to add to the voice of the naysayers. Please make sure that you are supporting Eastern Security Network as much as you can, physically, by supporting. If you can join, please join. If you're in Biafra land, please join them and support. With your money, if you can, and please contribute. And if you cannot contribute, make sure that you are talking us up. That's what we say in the United States. Talk it up. Make sure that you are encouraging everyone who is supporting, encouraging everyone who is in it, encouraging everyone who can hear you, encouraging our Biafrans to support Eastern Security Network. Talk it up. Encourage them. Like my sister just finished saying, Shabbat, which is really illegal because it's established by a terrorist group, Nieti Allah, operates in the north. Amotekun operates in the west. Though they're trying to suppress them, I want you to keep listening to these people. They're evil. Nigeria is so evil. They don't want Amotekun to operate like they want to operate in the west. And now they're sending many of their cattle herdsmen terrorists into Oduduwa land, especially in Oyo, especially in Ondo. And these people are crying and saying that they're coming with vengeance. They are moving from one area of their bushes and forests to another. They want to harass all of Nigeria. Of course, you know how they're harassing the people of the Middle Belt, how they're harassing the people and killing daily in the north. They're not leaving anyone untouched. We just, as Biafrans, want to oppose them and to tell them that they cannot come and do what they want to do in our land. That's what we're saying. We don't know about other people, and we know that those people might be willing to defend themselves. But by establishing the Eastern Security Network, our leader has spoken, and we say, yes, that's where we stand, that we do not want our farmlands to be destroyed. We do not want you living in our forests. If you come to our land, please live within us, around us, in the towns and villages and cities. Do not go into our forest. Our forest is owned by the individuals of the land. We are not a nomadic people. When you come to do business, you stay in the business centers, you do business with us, and you go back if you wish. But let me ask you further on this same issue. Then how can we encourage all Biafran youth to join the Eastern Security Network? Because that's the next step, like you have already started speaking on. Sister Cecilia, can you expatiate on that?
Yes. Our youth, you all have shown that you are not lazy youths. You all have shown us that you are a group of selfless individuals. You have shown us that you have the vitality. You have the wisdom. You have the courage to stand for the right. We know and we believe in you. You are our future. You are the very treasure that we have. We are telling you at this time that we respect you. You are wonderful. And so at this time, we are in a state of emergency. We need you. We need you in this state of emergency. We are asking that every youth join the ESN to defend our people, to defend our land. Do not say, no, my brother is gone, my sister is joined, go ahead and join. Everybody is needed in this struggle. This is the time we ask ourselves, what can I do for my country? How can I help to make sure Biafra comes? What can I do to speed up the coming of Biafra? This is the time. And we are encouraging you all, join the Eastern Security Network. Join them. Our goal is to secure our people. We have a focus. We have a force. We have what it takes to make it. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. Join the Eastern Security Network. Because you know what happens? In this type of situation, we have people who will be snooping around, trying to make you, trying to pull you, trying to lure you to join a contrary force, trying to make you see that there is nothing in Eastern Security Network. Do not believe them. Do not believe them. The Eastern Security Network is the force that we have as Biafrans. Together, when we stand together, we can make it. When we stand together, we will fight against our common enemy. When we stand together, we will be strong. We will build a nation strong from its foundation. Not like the zoo, where the foundation is quibbling at this time. The foundation is very shaky. So my beloved young people, wherever you are listening to the sound of my voice today, I do not want the enemy to come and get you. Because see, it's either we fight or we are killed. So the moment, when you stay away, all you're saying is, I want to be killed. Alone, it's easy to get you. But I encourage you, join the Eastern Security Network. Do not say there are too many people there. No, we need everybody. When every hand is on deck, then we can work and bring Biafra. We need everybody. We need you. We need you, the young lady. We need you, the young man. We need you, the young father. We need you from every side. And if anybody comes to give you money, this naira, and tell you to join an opposing group to fight against ESN, I am asking you, I am pleading with you, do not accept it. That money is just a temporary thing, maybe 1,000 or 2,000 naira. That is a temporary thing. Before you know it, that money will be gone. And when that money is gone, your life is in danger. We don't want you to put your life in danger. We don't want you to put your life in harm's way. We don't want you to stand alone. We don't want your family to stand alone. Therefore, join the Eastern Security Network. Join the Eastern Security Network. That's where you belong. That's where you belong. That's where you will make an impact. That's where your strength will be used. That's where your vision, your focus, your everything will be put into work. And in the long run, when we overcome, we can look back and say, yes, I fought with the Eastern Security Network. Yes, I was one of those who protected my city. Yes, I was one of those who protected my state. Yes, I was one of those who protected our people. Beloved, we want you to join the Eastern Security Network. There is hope and there is security in joining Eastern Security Network. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sister Kunle, do you see where we're going with this? We're trying to encourage our youth to join and join now, because there is strength in numbers. Go ahead, Sister Kunle.
Yes, my dear, that's the right thing to do. Keep encouraging our people, encouraging ourselves, encouraging each other. You know, the problem we have in Biafra land today is due to bad governance. We all know that. The governors are the main problem. Because they are selfish, ignorant. They call themselves PhD holders. Educated ignorance, that's what I call them. Because that's why our nation is how it is today. You know? For me, knowing all that is happening in that country, any youth can be picked up on the road any moment of the day and be arrested, taken away. Nobody will say anything. Either because their parents are poor, they have nobody to talk on their behalf. They may be taken away forever, nobody will see them. So today, I thank God, I thank Chukwuemeka for the establishment of the Social Security Network done by our Onyendu. I'm calling the youth, the Biafran youth. This is the opportunity, an open door for, if not all of you, for majority of you. It's an open door to go and join the moving trend. Go there, join them, and save the life of your family. Save the life of your children and the generations to come. If you don't do this, who will do it for you? Not the old papas. It's almost to the end of the world. Like the man they choose as Johannes Ndiba. I'm sorry to say that, because all these people are supposed to be retired and rest themselves. This is your time, young youth of Biafra nation. The opportunity is now to get up and join. As you do this, you save yourself, your family, you protect your what belongs to you. And if you don't do this, God will do it for you. The nation will be getting worse and worse. And you will be kidnapped anyhow, taken away without your right. They hope that you are not somebody, you are no human being, because you cannot speak for yourself, you cannot defend them yourself. You know what happened? Those who call themselves the governors, and we call them Fulani administrators, they only protect their own family. They only give gun to those who guide them overnight to their house. I do ask, how do you stupid governors sleep with somebody guiding you with guns during the night, and you are not, life not in danger? I say you, all of you are stupid. Are your life not in danger? These people, they know that there is insecurity in the land, but they care for themselves only, their family only. They are the ones profiting from one Nigerian. Shameful. So, for this being said, I am calling the youth, encouraging you to get up. If you haven't thought of it, join in. This is the time. Reflect and join the people and save life of their people. It's a security network. The one established by Mazi is the one we want you to join. It's the one we are encouraging you today. Not the inside security network established by those who are the administrators. Those are the ones that are going to kill you. As you join them, may our Most High God guide and protect you now and forever.
Amen. Amen. Very much, Chineke. Thank you very much, my people. This is exactly what we want to say. We want to say, don't be afraid. Join the ESN. As you sacrifice to join the ESN, we will sacrifice to make sure that we support you. The enemy is coming, whether we like it or not. And the enemy now, and remember, the Fulani administrators, they're coming now to recruit you as an opposing force to the Eastern Security Network. Don't listen to them. They are trying to tell you that they want you killed. Do not join the opposing force to the Eastern Security Network. Because all along they have been in Biafra land and they never established anything like this. They never even thought to protect you. Just like Sister Kunme just said, that they will protect themselves with armed men at night. But who is protecting you in your own house? Who is protecting your father in the village? Who is protecting your mother when she's going to the market or going to the farm? Who? Nobody. They only see about themselves because they are very selfish leaders. And those people who are called selfish can never be called leaders. Leaders are not selfish people. Leaders are selfless people who care about the people they lead. You lead by example. If the example is that everybody should have AK-47s guarding them at night, then you should be able to supply everybody in your village and in your towns AK-47 men to guard them at night. But they do no such thing. They're only interested in the well-being of themselves and their families. Selfish men and women. I should say men because most of them are men in Biafra land today. Selfish men who only care about themselves. Fulani administrators. The Janjaweed servants. And they are no leaders at all. Do you know that we're jumping around this morning, but this is how this whole thing is coming together. We're going to go to our now third topic, which is, how can we Biafrans put our God-given inventive creativity, the ingenuity, the industriousness, and determination that God has given to us to create everything we need now and in the future, and not to be like Nigeria, who is always going around the world begging for one thing or the other. Everything that Nigeria has is borrowed or bought. They don't create anything. They don't make anything. Like our leader said, they don't even make toothpicks. Even though we live in the rainforest where wonderful trees grow, we import toothpick from other nations. It is a shame to answer Nigeria. Nigeria is a cursed name, and it's a shame for anybody to open up their mouth and say, I'm a Nigerian, because Nigeria imports toothpick, even though they live in the most, what do they call it, the serious forest in the world, the rainforest of Africa, of West Africa, and they import toothpick. So how can we encourage ourselves to start inventing, to start being more creative, use our industriousness and our ingenuity to make things that will benefit us today and in the future? Sister Akuna.
Yes, thank you. You know that from birth, let me say from birth, from when you were born, Biafrans are blessed by Chukwuemeka. Many Biafrans are incredibly talented, which I know very well. They are very talented people. Only that Nigeria denied them the opportunity, denied them the chance to flourish. That's what happened. It seems like many of them, many of our people knows what to do, but the opportunity is not there. Probably their parents are poor. Their parents are poor due to the same contraction called Nigeria. That's why their parents are poor. Imagine, can we think how our people manage to live, to flourish with 20 pounds after the Nigerian Biafran war, after the genocide they commit in our land? How did they manage to live and do all they do and all they did with 20 pounds? It's a question every young people, every living person today in Biafra land will ask him or herself. How did our parents manage? How did those older than us manage? This happened because of the creativity of Biafran people. They did anything they can do out of scratch. They build whatever they can do to sustain their life. So I will encourage the youth, because we are calling the youth. A nation is for the youth. I'm not gonna call old people like myself, like who, somebody, not the youth, about the country, about the nation. The nation is for the this youth is for the future of any nation. That's why we are calling them. We are encouraging you guys, whatever you can produce. I know you have the talent. Even I see people 11, 12, 9 years old producing things you cannot believe in your life out of scratch. How do they do it? I don't know. You ask them, have you been to technical school? They tell you no. I haven't been to any school. How do you manage to do this? A little boy, a little girl like you. So, I'm very convenient that our people can do whatever it takes for them, for us to defend ourselves from the Fulani herdsmen, from the Fulani terrorists. Our people, I encourage you, those who are talented and those who are not, you will learn from them. If our people will know how to gather these individuals, take them and help them in any way, financially, because without that, without money, their talent probably will be put under the pillow. When you help them to help themselves, they will develop something incredible. Like in Nigeria today, as we are talking about, Nigeria is a mess. Nigeria go around the world borrowing money, buying this and this to kill their people. So I don't pray for that for Biafran, because the Biafran people have all it takes to produce anything that they can use to defend themselves. Please don't depend. Where can I get money and buy that already made? You will ask, how can I get money to buy that pieces of paper or pieces of iron to do what I want to do? They're encouraging you guys today, encouragement. Whatever you can do to do what you know how to do it, do it. You know? The Biafra we are looking for is so the Biafra that we continue buying toothpick overseas, everything imported. We don't know how to do things, certain things, you know. Everything imported, using our money, our gas money, and reaching other country for the things we can do ourselves. All these things need to stop, you know. I'm strongly believe in our people that they can do something. And they are waiting for this Biafra to come. And I have seen most of them already at work, doing things, producing amazing things. Our people can do it, and they are proud of them. Please do not get discouraged. You know? You don't have the phone today to get big, to do what you can do the most. You may have it tomorrow. Biafra come, Biafra will fish you out. Here are you. All the things that Nigeria denied you, believe me, Biafra will not. Biafra want their people to flourish. Biafra want their people to establish motor cars, whatever in this world. I know we can do it. Please, my people, encourage us. Biafra will come, and our life will change to better. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sister. Please add your voice to this question, Sister Cecilia.
Yes. This is a very thought-provoking question. Do not ask what your nation can do for you, but ask yourself, what can I do for my nation? We are in a time of uncertainty. We are in a period of war. This is a difficult time, and I just hope that we will come out. The Biafran is a man of creation. We have creativity within us. We should use that creativity to benefit ourselves, to benefit our family, to benefit our nation, and to benefit our surroundings. Like my sister has said, we are very talented people. We are creative. We are daring. We are hardworking. We are positive looking. And we are focused. Biafran is focused. And we are very creative. This morning, I want us to answer this question. What can I do for my country? What can I do for my people? Think about it and answer. Do not ask yourself, what can my country do for me? We are now in a period of war. And the question is, how can I encourage my people? How can I help my country? And how can I move things forward? There are many forces around us trying to stifle us. There are many forces from every side trying to bring us down. But being the brave Biafrans we are, we cannot allow this happen to us. Because when we allow it happen to us, then it means the generations and many generations after us are going to suffer from it. So, my beloved Biafrans, ask yourself, what can I do for my country? And not what my country can do for me. This is the question that should resound every day in our minds. What can I do to move the Biafran agenda forward? What can I do to move our people forward? What can I do to make sure that Biafra comes? We know already that we are very creative people. We are ingenious. We are industrious. We are determined. In everything we do, we are very specific. Therefore, my beloved people, I just want to encourage you this morning. Refuse to cooperate with the enemy. Refuse to cooperate with the enemy. Refuse to be a saboteur. Refuse to sell your own brother to the enemy. The army, the bandwagon is moving. We are marching forward, and we cannot succumb to the enemy. If there is anything the enemy wants at this time, it's to pull us down, but we cannot. Because if we succumb, it means death for our people. So we should stop any form of destructive activity that we are carrying on. We should stop any form of, saboteuring our people. We should stop those activities. We should stop kidnapping. We should stop unnecessary killings. And we should stop causing divisions in our midst. This is a time for us to pull together. This is a time for us to have one vision and one goal. This is a time for us to move forward. And this is a time for us to sound the victory bell. Because victory is closer than where we first started. And this is the time for us to hold up the victory branch and tell ourselves, we are marching forward. We are moving forward. We are going to make it. Encourage one another. Encourage the person to your right. Encourage the person to your left. Let us all move together, because in togetherness, we will be able to achieve our goal. We have different types of gifts in our midst. There are some people who can create. There are other people who can move things forward. We have all sorts of people in Biafra land. And my call for you today is to use your gift for the furtherance of the will, or the furtherance of our goal, so that we will achieve this goal. If you are able to build weapons, build it. If you're able to maintain it, maintain it. If you're able to use your intellect in a different manner, use it. Whatever we have to use it at this time. Do not forget, we have to be self-sufficient in Biafra land. We have to be self-sufficient to stand tall. Look at Israel. As small as they are together, and they stand strong, and they stand tall. I am praying and wishing that Biafra will be another formidable force in Africa, that Africa will be able to count on. My beloved people, the war is raging. We have to stand together and to stand tall. Shoulder to shoulder, we can defeat our common enemy. There are things we need to do. Find out what you can do to help our nation stand. Do not give in to the enemy. Do not buy the distractions of the enemy. Stand strong. Stand tall. Use your gift. If you know how to, whatever you know how to do it well for the furtherance of our common cause. Whatever you can lay your hand on to make sure Biafra moves forward, do it. For those of you who don't know what to do, find out from others. Ask them, how can I? What can I do? And people will direct you. For those of you who are trying to sabotage our efforts, I am telling you, you are on the wrong path. You need to come out from that direction you're going and join the proper direction, which is the realization of Biafra. With Biafra together, nothing, with all of us together, nothing can be possible with us. What is it that we want to build? What is it that we want to produce? What is it that we are thinking of? What strategy do you have? Bring your own strategy, and the other person brings his or her own strategy. We put it together, and we'll be able to move forward. The enemy is not joking, and so we also must not joke. We have to stand together. We have to fight together. When we fight together, we will defeat this common enemy. Bring your talent, and I bring my talent, and together we will be able to produce that which we need. So my fellow Biafrans, I want you to be strong. Let your shoulder be broad. Let your mind be focused. And let your gift be put into the service. Together, we can make it. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. So, brothers and sisters, Biafrans, we're asking parents to encourage your children. We're asking school teachers, Biafran school teachers, you should be training our boys and girls how to be and dig deep inside of them and find their creativity, find their talents, and encourage them to use their talents. This is what we do in the United States of America. We make sure to encourage every child's talent in school. We encourage it by giving them resources, by showing them the way, by showing them on the internet, by showing them how to research, how to find out more things about what they're interested in. So parents, I know that some of you don't have time. You work from sun up to sundown. But make time to speak to your children. Talk to your children about what they are interested in doing, what they like to do, so that we can develop the talents of our children. And encourage the teachers at your schools to make sure to hone in, to look at the talents of your children and also encourage them to use their talents. That's number one. That's where it starts. Because you, the parent, is the first teacher of your children. And then when they go to school, they get support from those teachers who are at school to support you to train your child. And your child will go places, will do marvelous things, and will use their God-given creativity and ingenuity if you encourage it. Because the children will give up if you discourage them. Do not discourage our boys and girls. We want to become those people who encourage their children to soar to greater heights. Because we, the Biafrans, we always want our children to be better than us, to be bigger than us, to do better things than us. We want to make sure we start saying it every day as they get older. Don't wait till your child is 18 to tell them what to do in life. Speak it into their ears even when you are carrying them in your laps. As babies, you talk to your children. You develop the relationship, the encouragement, that they know your voice, they know that you're all for them. You support them in their endeavors in what they try to do. Please be an encourager as a parent, be an encourager as a teacher, because that's the only way to develop the talents that we need in Biafra. Self-sufficiency for Biafra is a must. We must have what we need to survive. We must learn to work very hard with our hands and also with our intellect. We must learn how to work with our hands, Biafra. I know that in Biafra land today, nobody even goes to the farm to cultivate. Only the old people, old men and old women. How can you be a country if you cannot feed yourself? If you import toothpick, and you import Indomie, and you import everything you eat, some other people are feeding you. How can you answer a country? If you want to be a country, this is my challenge this morning. Boys and girls in Biafra land, men and women in Biafra land, the youth in Biafra land, boys and not boys and girls, but at least the teenagers and the people in colleges, Biafra land. This is my challenge to you today. Learn to work with your hands. Produce something. Cultivate food. Show me your vegetable garden. Show me your plantain. Show me your banana. If you can't show those things, you are just almost worthless to yourself, because you're going to depend on Indomie to feed you. When you know that you can actually eat a banana or eat a plantain that will be more nutritious for your body. Indomie is no food. Indomie is something that has been bleached, and you don't even know what they make it out of. They claim it's pasta, but it might not be flour. It might be something else. It might be plastic. And you eat it, and you feed your body with rubbish, and your mind does not think well when you're eating rubbish. This is coming from an educator in the United States of America to you. If you feed your mind the right food, your body will create and become what it's supposed to be. God has given everybody a talent. Don't waste yours, Biafran young man, Biafran young lady, Biafran boy, Biafran girl. Do not waste your talent. Biafran mother, Biafran father, do not waste your talent. God has given you a special gift. A special gift. Do not waste it. I know that teachers are not paid in Biafra. I know. But what must you do? If you have been called to teach, what must you do? You must teach. It is something, it's a calling. It's something that God has called you to do. Whether you're paid or not, you must teach our young people, because if you fail to teach our young people, we are failing our next generations. And let me tell you, and I don't mind that they're creating all over the zoo, the devil's workshop. And that's why they have all these janjaweeds carrying AK-47, shooting even their own mother, and they don't care, because it is the devil's workshop that you have created, a vacuum in a man's mind. Why do people go and make upgrade? They sell their own mother to make money. Why do they do that? It is the devil's workshop and untrained mind that they have become. Nobody told them that you have a talent and you can use your talent to do other things. They sell their mother, they sell their father, because they want to become rich. Depraved minds. That's what you have when you do not educate your children. Educate our boys and girls. Please, my brothers and sisters, educate my children in Biafra. Because that's where our strength will come. When they start producing things, when they start growing more food in a small piece of land, because of the technology and the ingenuity and the creativity that they have done. That is what we are talking about. Please do not let my children's minds go without being encouraged to do what they have been put here on earth by Elohim to do. Production of technology, production of food, using your hands to work, being self-sufficient as a country is paramount for us. They killed us in the 60s, 67, between 67 and 70, because they closed all the borders. They starved us of food. We produced as much as we can. They kept bombing. Our people couldn't even go to the farm because they kept bombing us day and night. Otherwise, if they left us alone to cultivate in our land, we would have never given up Biafra then. They starved our children. You have seen the children of Kwashoko. They starved our children to death. And that's why they think they defeated Biafra. Those spirits have come back to hunt them. Don't let them go, my children. Do not let them go. Do not let them go. Make sure that when you capture Gowon this time, show him that we have no mercy on people who kill our own. When you capture those people who are coming for you now, the traitors like Gowon in those days, when you capture them, show no mercy. No mercy for them. They denied us our talents. They denied us our destiny. This time we're coming to capture our destiny, take it into our own hands, and develop our own country. Self-sufficiency. Don't forget that. That's how you build your own economy. Self-sufficiency. Remember those two words. Self-sufficiency, dear friends. We must move on because this is my soapbox. This is where I go. Anyway, moving right on, my sisters, let me ask another question. Do you think it is time for Biafrans to stop using these Nigerian state names that they have given to us? Your Imo State, your Abia State, your Akwa Ibom, your River State, your Riverine, and your South, and your down north. And your, what is this? Divide and conquer, keep dividing. They have shown it into our mentality now that even in the smallest villages are trying to divide themselves into different autonomous communities. Into this, they have shown this poison into us that we continue to divide ourselves. Even when inside your own house, you divide the mothers from different fathers. You divide, we keep divided. We need to sow the seed of peace in Biafra so that we can start now to gather ourselves back together as communities, as a nation, complete nation of Biafra. People who came from Israel and settled in that land. People who came, migrated from the north through Ethiopia or through wherever that we have been told that we migrated from. We need to remember that we are one. We shouldn't stop dividing ourselves and stop answering the gender name that they have given to us so that we can collect ourselves together. Sisters, what do you think about this? Sister Kuni?
Yes, my sister. Hello, I can say, my people, Biafran people, if you are a Biafran, if you are a true Biafran, please act as one. Act as a Biafran. Let me go straight to it. Addressing Biafran towns and cities as a state is no more acceptable. For instance, addressing me, Akunne from Imo State, I'm not going to take it. This is applicable for those who call themselves Biafra. If you accept the name of Imo State, Akunne is from Imo State. If I agree with you that I'm from Imo State, I continue to be a slave. Because Imo State, Anambra State, Abia State, those are names given by slave masters. Those are slave names. Biafrans, we have to stop using those names. I'm saying this because I listen to Radio Biafra and people calling, even they don't know where they come from. You come from Nigeria, and why you a Biafran? You know? So it confuses me a lot. Even you cannot, I'm from Imo State, I'm from, I say this one is still from Imo State. You don't know what you are talking about, you know? So using Imo State, Anambra State, whatever, is not, I don't appreciate it. Because It happened that if you say you are Imo State, Anambra State, it seems you are still one Nigeria. You are still fighting for one Nigeria. You are those fighting for Igbo presidency. You see a Biafran saying, I'm from South, I'm from Southwest, I'm from Southeast. I look at them, I don't know. I don't know what to say. It was last year, around March, there was a celebration in our church. So after that, I met somebody. I thought the person is a Biafran from another community that came into the church. I went there to greet the person. I say, hey, hello, how are you? How is the Biafra struggle going? He say, oh, I'm not a Biafran. I'm a South. Oh my God. How will respond me? I'm South. I say, what type of stupidity? Are you so stupid like this that you are still answering South? You are slave masters. The name that the slave gives you. Slave's name, they are still answering it in this generation. So, my people, we are saying that we stop using these names because they give us these names in order to divide us. They give us these names in order to profit from us. They give us these names to make us continue to live as slaves. If we take this name, the strangers gave to us, and you maintain it very, very dearly as a personal property, my brother, my sister, I think you are ignorant. My brother, your sister, I think you are those educated people who are ignorant. I'm sorry to tell you this, because it is time for us to know where we come from. It is time for us to know our roots. It is time for us to know our problems. We have been suffering, and we continue suffering in the hand of our enemies. Fulani today are not really our problems. Our problem is Britain. It's Britain who keep us in this condition. He keep us suffering forever. Biafran at home and abroad, this is the time to confront your enemy. This is the time to confront Britain. Britain is our enemy. They have to pay for the genocide they committed in Biafra land. They have to pay for the oil they steal, the gas they steal in Biafra land. And they put us in a huge poverty. And today, a Biafran is answering Abia State. Answering, look, whatever, Anambra State. When are we going to start to learn, to understand our roots, to understand where we come from? We Biafrans are known as produce. For instance, I am from Owerri province. Dr. Tina is from Olu province. And the other sister, Sister Celia. You know? You annoy me or annoy any real Biafran when you say you are from Imo State, Anambra State. My brothers and sisters, we have to close this door. The relationship, we have to be taking it, going away from this Nigerian relationship, little by little. British relationship, little by little. They keep us in the condition we are today. If we maintain our nation as a province, that's how we are called, and that's why we are known. We are not known as Imo State, Anambra State, Abia State. When you continue answering these names, you remain slave forever. You are still Nigeria. The Nigeria who kills you, who put you in the condition to find yourself today, who deny you the right as a human being to live. Please, my people, especially those who call it up in Radio Biafra, it's very shameful that you don't know whose province you belong. If you don't know the province, please just say your village. If you tell me Anambra or you tell me Imo State, I will say this person is still sleeping. Okay? That's how I'm gonna drop. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Sister Cecilia, what do you think about being from Umuahia? Because that's who you are. You are. Yes.
Yes. Like my sister has said, fellow Biafrans, we are one people. We should have one mind. We should have one spirit and one focus. When the Britons came and established this policy of divide and rule, it made it easier. They were trying to simplify it so that they can rule us and rule us well. Not well in the sense of ruling us well, so as to get the best of all of us.
For themselves.
For themselves, to enrich themselves. Now, we now see that foundation that they laid about 60 years ago is what is trending. We used to be called the Eastern region, and then we have the Western region, the Northern region. Now, it is not just only Eastern region. They have now divided us into splinter groups so that it will be easier for the Fulanese and for their British masters to rule us. My beloved Biafran, I want to tell you this morning, if you had never heard of this, and our young people, that we are one people. The Anambra man, you may call yourself Anambra, you are the same Igbo man, like the man from the other, like Abia or Imo State. We are just one. And Ipob, Bayelsa, we are all one. And the sooner we start seeing ourselves as one people, the sooner we start seeing ourselves as one people and coming together and bringing our ideas together, bringing our things together, then we'll be able to achieve greater heights. They are dividing us to make it easy for them to control us, to rule us, to take away the things we have, all the minerals we have. They want to take them away. Through this, they are draining us of our God-given talents, of our God-given riches. Through this, they are ruling us. They are taking away what we have. My beloved Biafran, I want us to have it at the back of our mind that we are Biafrans, and a proud one for that matter. We are proud Biafrans. Let us not allow these splinter groups confuse us. And we have to start teaching this to our little children in school, to those of them in high school, to those in universities, to all of our children. Make them understand that we are one. By being one, we can move forward. And the power with which we move forward will be so great that no enemy will be able to counteract us. We are one people, people of Biafra. Let us have one mind. Let us have one focus, so that we can have one destiny and eventually one Biafra. We are not going to have all these splinter groups, All these divisions and splinter groups are a thing of Nigeria. We cannot get into Biafra with all this. So this morning I'm telling we need, you see, the mind is something that we have to work on. The mind is something that we have to talk to. We have to bring our mind into subjection of what we believe. Otherwise, our minds will be running wild, running helter-skelter, and telling ourselves, no, it's not true. I'm from this state. I come from this place. And let me tell you, there are people even in our midst today, our own very blood, who are using this still to divide us. The white man has come, they've divided us. The Fulanis have come, they've divided. Now, even in our own midst, our very, very own Biafra are using this tactic to divide us so that they can get the best of us. I just want to remind us that we are one Biafra. We are one people. We are one nation. Whether it be any man, whether Fulani or Akwa Ibom or Ijo or Igbo, come to tell you otherwise, reject it. Reject it vehemently. We are one people. And together, we can fight the common enemy. Together, we can make it. Together, we can build our own nation. And together, we can stand strong and move forward. So whatever the situation is, wherever you are at this time, always reiterate it in your heart. Tell your mind, tell your soul, talk to yourself. Tell yourself, I am a Biafran. Your very blood, the blood that flows in your vein is Biafra. The blood that flows in your artery is Biafra. Your heart knows right well that you are a Biafran. And let your brain remember that you are a Biafran. So my beloved people, we are one. Let us have one purpose and one focus and move forward. Let us refuse anything that will divide us again, because when they divide us, they rule us. But together, in unity, we can make it. Thank you.
Thank you. Divided, we are conquered. Great Biafrans. I like this. I like this calling of Biafrans. Great Biafrans. Great Biafrans. Learn your history. Learn your history, because they have stolen it from us and they have hidden it from us. From when I was a little child in school in Biafra, they never taught us about our ancestors, where we came from, who we are, how we worship, how we live. They just skim over things. Oh, yeah, in Nigeria, we were conquered, Britain gave us independence. That's what they tell you in those schools. Do your own research. Ask your own fathers. Ask your own grandfathers. Ask your own great-grandmothers and grandfathers who are alive. Tell me about this. Ask them questions. Who are we? Ask questions. Ask deep questions. That's what intelligent people do. And intelligent, great Biafrans. Ask these questions, because that's our own. This is our own time, and this is our time to correct all that has gone wrong in our people in the contraction called Nigeria. Learn your history. There are people, I have brothers in my family who can tell stories. They have learned it from other people. And I too have learned some of my history and my relatives' history in the past from other people. I can tell it to my children. And whatever you remember, tell your children. Whatever you remember, tell your children, and tell them now, because you don't know tomorrow. Because when Biafra comes, let me tell you, I'll be one of those people, and imagine how the kind of has said, spoken and said, that we will develop the brains and the curriculum that will be taught in our schools. I'll be one of those people who will volunteer my time. I will work day and night and develop sound curriculum for the children of Biafra to learn our history, learn mathematics, learn technology, learn science, learn everything that they need to become a self-sufficient country. I will volunteer it, and I will do it. I have started now to even write things down so that somebody can actually look at them and say, this is how you develop curriculum for people. This is how you do this in history. This is how you teach this in math. This is how you teach this in science. This is important. Let's learn our history. Let's know who we are. Go back to your roots and find out, who are you? Where did your people come from? Who are you related to? Aina Bankala. We have so many branches. There is a place called Awamama in the province of Biafra. And there is a place called Awa Idemili. Awa Idemili, that's what we say. We say Idemili in the province. These people are related. And the people know how we are connected and related. We live far from each other in the same province. And then I know that there is Idemili, they call Idemili in Anambra because of their own intonation, the way they call, the way they speak. They call it Idemili. In our province, it's called Idemili or our Idemili. That's what those people. There is a connection with those people. The Idemili people of Anambra State, as you people call yourselves, foolishly to call yourself. But that cannot be divided. Sisters cannot be divided. Stop dividing your own self by taking on that state name. Oh, I'm from Imo State. From Abia State. Oh, you Imo people. Oh, you Anambra people. And then the slaves who call themselves freedom fighters will come on air and say, well, if you could get me this offer, the offer has been passed in Imo State. Now we're going to pass it back to Anambra State, and maybe in 10 years we'll pass it to Abia State, and in 55 years we'll pass it to Enugu State. Who are these stupid? Who are dividing themselves? Who are these people? Who are these people? No such thing in Igbo land. No such thing. We are all one people. Our dialects might be different slightly because we speak in different ways, but we are all one people. And we continue to use our own hands to divide our own selves. Stop this slave mentality. It is killing us. I will speak this only in Igbo. I will only say this in Igbo language. Please, if you don't understand Igbo and you're listening to us this morning, go and ask your friend, what does it mean? They came to Nigeria, they divided you to make it administratively easy for them to manage. But because in this extent, when they were sending those people, they were sending administrators to manage this territory that they have conquered. And they sent to these administrators, and when administrators, and I'm one of them, when administrators go into places, we try to divide our labor in a way that we can manage it. So they came into the space they call Nigeria, the Nika area, as they called it, divided it how it will be convenient for the administrator at the time to manage. And please mute your phone. When that administrator left, the next administrator who came further divided it so that it would be more manageable for them, and they made sure that they put some people in places to help them manage the whole fraction that they put together. And when they left finally and said, we are giving you your independence, it is an oxymoron. No independence is given. when they gave you independence and they never gave it to you because you're still being ruled by Britain. When they gave you that independence, they gave the Janjaweeds, the Fulani Janjaweeds, rulership over that space. They have contracted, and they are now doing the worst. Dividing and dividing and dividing, according to south-south, southeast, southwest, north, northern, southern. They have divided due to no end. So to see continue to take special stooges that they put in place, irrelevant, and be able to say, to kill their own people, to continue to siphon our resources to the Janjaweeds, who in turn gives it to Britain. It's the same thing. They're doing it now through your own people. They will give one person governorship, they will give one person Eze. No Biafra land has ever heard that Eze's answer to governors. Who is a governor? Okay, but our Eze's now answer to governors, so they take the resources, give them their land. The governors then turn around and give to their Janjaweed presidency, doesn't have a name, the resources, the rural land, the oil, the gas from your state, and then they take it and give it to Britain. They ship everything to Britain, and Britain gives them a small part of it and gives it back to them, and they never have the money enough to run your contraction called Nigeria. You will never have enough money. Though you produce all these resources, you will never have enough money. You know why? Because your enemy is your controlling you, your resource. If you don't know it, if it's not clear in your mind, get it clear today. The 5 carrying soda, carrying people, even the newer saboteurs that has joined them, they continue to tell you all these things that they're telling you. But the truth is that they have managed your resources all the way to Britain, and Britain gives you a part, only a fraction of it back, and then they ask you, go and get money, borrow money from us, borrow money from China, borrow money from this place, borrow money from that place, to run your country that is full of natural resources that they steal from your land. And even the Fulanis who are being told, who call themselves Nigerians, they do see this. All of you are being duped. From Fulani who thinks they are ruling Nigeria, to the Biafran who is calling himself oppressed, you're all being duped by Onyocha Diago. So that's all I have to tell you. If that's not clear enough to you, please listen to Mazi Nnamdi. He has a better way to explain it. Thank you very much, my sister. I have just one more question, or should we leave Mazi the time to continue? Or do you have time? Tell me, my sister, for another question before we conclude. We conclude now? Yes. Oh, thank you. Then you make your closing remarks so that we can conclude.
Okay, now, first of all, let me say something. You mentioned that Ndo Chawunjarugo,
Yep.
Nde kayo panindi nyondi beribe.
Yes, I can't say it like that.
Ndarugo will come in and cheat Ndi beribe, and they continue going, moving as the beribe people forever and ever. That's why we are in the condition we are today. It's very sad indeed, my dear sister, very sad. Okay, my closing point is this. Our people, everybody know that we are in the high time, all of us. So let everybody be very careful, especially those with high temperament. We have to be very careful. Every Biafra by now should know that we are in a period of frustrations. a period of confusion, a period of depression and stress. All this mention increases heart attack. Please don't let get away from anybody that will provoke you. No, because the condition we are now, somebody can provoke you and you go to bed. That's the end of it. No provocation. Be yourself. When you know that something like getting angry is coming to you, try, as you continue to struggle for the restoration of Biafra, be very careful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Very important point to make. Thank you very much. Sister Cecilia?
Yes. My wonderful people of Biafra, it's been so nice coming to you this morning. I just want to encourage us to continue in the good work we are doing. Whatever your hand finds doing, do it with all your strength. Do it and do it well, so as to bring Biafra. Support our young people in the Eastern Security Network. Support them, encourage them, pray for them. Just give them the right kind of fellowship so that they can do their work and do it well. And I also want to appeal to the people of goodwill in Biafra land. Most of our young people who were in the NSAS protest are still in jail in Abuja. Some of them are in jail in Abuja, in Lagos, in the north, in Niger State. I am appealing to all of you that you will make sure that these young people are released, because they were just using their rights as individuals, as human beings, to speak out as to the things that are not working in our country. And I don't think that warrants them to be arrested. These young people need to be released. These young people need to go back to their homes and help their families. These young people need to live their lives as individuals. So I am appealing to the people of goodwill. I'm appealing to the church. I am appealing to anybody who can think right. Make sure that these young people are released. And for my wonderful Biafrans, remember, when you're surrounded by the enemy, you cannot sleep. You have to be awake. You have to be attentive. You have to be careful. And you have to be protective of yourself. So I just encourage you all, be strong, be very courageous. We love you all very much, and we are praying for you. Thank you.
Thank you, my sister. Biafrans, great Biafrans. If you want me to explain, that is your charge. If you want me to explain it, come on, maybe you call me, and I will explain it to your satisfaction. Because I have lived among them for a long time. I know how they operate. They are very savvy, economically savvy, intelligent people. They're patriotic. They love their nation, and we love their nation with them right now because they do the right thing for their people. But what intentions do they have for your people? That's the question. For you, what intentions do they have for you? So, if you really want me to explain this, what we're saying, is your child will dialogue. And that is by additional hand and chichi, you'll be believed. If you want us to explain it, I wouldn't mind coming back and telling you more about that, because I'm telling you, if we don't get that straight in our minds, we will never be determined and consistent enough to get what we want. And what do we want again? It is Biafra or nothing. Biafra or Biafra. Don't try to bribe us. Don't try to seduce us. Don't try to bully us, because now some of our brothers are on other platforms trying to bully us. No, we have done nothing wrong to you. We have tried to support you. I, as a person, an individual, try to give you money. My sisters here who are talking with me, they try to give you money to support you, to make sure that what you're doing in Biafra land was working, because we thought you were a good voice. for our people. We give our money. We give you things so that you can sustain your family, so that you can run your radio station, so that you can continue to speak. And you came and beat the hand that fed you.
Thank you.
God will decide between us and you. Because if I try to curse you, we will not get to where God will go. God goes further than man. So for that reason, we let you go. We say, peace to you. Just turn around and walk away. Radio Biafra is a trade name. Radio Biafra belongs to Biafra Nation, belongs to Ipob. You cannot be Radio Biafra anything anywhere else. It's a trademarked name. So, you illiterate, you don't know how to address Ipob and how to address Biafra. Great Biafras, do not let them bring you to their level. Their level is the level of illiteracy. They don't know what they're talking about. I don't care whether they claim that they have a degree or not. We have many great Biafrans who are learned. I know many of us who are learned. In this country and all over the world, we should not be listening to illiterates who thought that because we gave them a chance, that they become relevant and they can destroy what we are building. They are indestructible. Don't forget it. We are indestructible. We are Biafra. Don't try. We told you, Shabbos, last week, run, Shabbos. We have no time, no space for you in our lives. If you want to sabotage, the best thing I advise you, get quiet, because Biafra Nation is Biafra Nation and will stand forever. And the Ipob, boys and girls, men and women, you know how to give the right treatment to those people. Continue. I can see your work on the internet. Thank you, Mazi, for giving us a chance again. And please tell your listeners that we appreciate them because they listen to us. May God bless your work, and may God bless you and your family. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you very much.
Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
They have no right. It's because you see, Amatukun is there. Have they ever tried to go and say they are looking for Amatukun? They have their Shege security force. Have they ever tried to go and look for them? They know where they are. They have their Hijba. Have they ever tried to go and look for them? They know where they are. Then what gives them the motive to start even to think about ESN? That tells you anything that has to do with the East. The South in particular, they go nuts. They are not your friends. They are your enemies. Understand that. Call your name and where you're calling from.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good morning from here. Welcome.
My name is Chimezie from Enugu Province.
Welcome.
Thank you. I really appreciate you. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate you for the good job that you're doing for us. Dike one, Biafra. You are my Lord. You are my Messiah. Mazi and the canon of your days belong in the surface of the earth. And may the hand of Almighty God continue to be upon you. For you are His servant, and you are doing His work and His will here on earth. Yes, Mazi, I'm really in a out in your submission this afternoon, sir. But I just want to bring information to you. Or should I take it from here? That they are flying their private chopper 27 in Enugu. I don't know what they are looking for, but I know this time around that they will get that thing that they are actually looking for. Nigerian zoo soldiers, zoo police, they are busy. They are not going to look for Boko Haram in the northern part of the zoo called Nigerian, but they are busy flying their private chopper or their private helicopter everywhere in Enugu, looking for what they can't see. The EXN have come to stay. Whether they like it or they don't like it, they have come to stay. I asked them a question. Can you ever hold on your battle? Can you hold on your spirit? Can you hold that thing that gives you life? No, you can't. So the zoo actually they don't have a stand. They are just beating around the bush. They continue to deceive themselves on daily basis. But sir, let me tell you, they are not ready for what is coming for them. They are not ready. They are not even ready because their government continue to insist that on 18th of this month that their children will be resuming school. And I am passing this message across to the parents, most especially in Biafra land. You guys, I don't know what they will do to the handwriting on the wall. I mean the parents in Biafra land. If you're sending your child to the school, be ready to bury your children. Why I said they should be ready to bury their children is that Nigerian government is trying to make sure they serve all these children COVID-19 so that they will take it to their families and they are sharing it to their families, their families. So if you are a parent and you're listening to me, I'm only asking you, please, if they are resuming their school, please don't push your children to go to their school. They are planning to do the worst. They are planning to take it from the children and bring it. They've been killing us. They've been beheading us with the young youth of Biafra. So they want to take it from the children's side. If you take your child to the school, they will force your child to the vaccine. They will force your child to take it as this polio stuff that they used to give during those days that we are growing up. They will give it to them as polio. They will ask your child to open his mouth, and he will open his mouth, and they will give him or her that stupid vaccine. And indirectly or directly, you have taken the vaccine. So the parents of the zoo or the parents of please, I am begging you guys, please don't send your children to school on the 10th of this month.
Your line is breaking up. I can tell you right from here that your line is breaking up. So I don't know. It's your network. Yep, I thought so. It's gone. It's always the case when it starts breaking up. It just click. And go off. The call number is +1 484 0848. +1 484 0848. Let's get on the topic he's saying. There is a threat. No child should be vaccinated without the consent of the child's parents. anything done to that is violation of that parental and child right. And whoever doing that has to be sued. And I don't think the government can do that. That is in a civilized environment. Consent of the parents must be sought first. And the children as well should be advised not to accept that vaccination. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Good morning, Mazi.
Good morning from here. Welcome.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Chukwuemeka. I am a native of Ishago State, Biafra land. I greet you once more, Mazi, for your great work. I also greet my leader, our leader, Mazi Kano, and all the genuine IPOB members all over the whole world. I greet our women who have spoken very well this morning. I greet all of them for the way they have spoken. All of them who spoke about Biafra now. Yes.
My friend, today is not vernacular. Please, remember when we are an international arena. Please, try as much as possible to stick to the English.
Only marry people who reason well can put things together and cheat the people that did not reason well, like Nigerians, like the saboteurs. It takes a long time for somebody to bring in friends together to, to cheat the gullible ones and collect and take everything they have. That is what is happening in Nigeria. Black people, mostly Nigeria, they are going backward, while other countries of the world is moving forward. If you reason or you think about this tape I Peter played this morning about the Zoom meeting in Nigeria, if you calculate what those people mean in that their Zoom meeting, they want to use it to continue deceiving a lot of people in the name of Nigeria. When you calculate how some of them are spoken, you understand Nigeria has no remedy. Anybody who is talking about how to manage Nigeria is a Satan agent, because Nigeria itself is Satan. People who are ruling Nigeria is Satan. People who created Nigeria is Satan. Everything about Nigeria is evil. Anybody supporting to continue in Nigeria is agent of Satan. That is the truth. Because the Bible said, you will shall live, and you will save. And that's what we pray. What can someone and I protect
the end. As somebody is selling the highest, a country where people are moving. So I always have people. It's the beginning of trouble in Nigeria. There's no way even the angel from heaven cannot put Nigeria together, and that is truth. Nigeria is a poison for the people living inside, except the politicians and the criminals who are on top of the whole gear. They are the only people who are free in that place. But almost 85% people living in Nigeria is inside hellfire. If you have not seen it today, you are going to see it tomorrow. If you don't see it tomorrow, you are going to see it after tomorrow or 1 year after. So the only solution is referendum. Let everybody go to his own way. That's the only way out. Apart from that, we are wasting your time. Thank you very much. How are you, Biafra?
Thank you very much. All hail Biafra. Back to what we were saying. When people, Africans in particular, for one reason we degrade ourselves, we don't have respect for ourselves, and we derive joy in inflicting pain on other people. Why do we do that? The spirit of authoritarian concept. If it is not you, then it's not good. Why you? Because you want to exert your influence. What you're willing to do, what you are going to do. And when something is not even reachable, you want to get there. You have something that is pushing you to get there. Are you going there to improve the lives of people, or are you going there to see how much you can benefit from the situation? Call out your name and where you're calling from.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Your line as well is fuzzy. You have a fuzzy line also. Try and see if it's going to improve. Keep on talking.
It's from your side because your voice is rumbling.
Yeah, that's what I'm experiencing. That's the same way your voice is doing. So I don't see why.
But how is it now? How is it now?
It's better. Just go ahead.
Let's say this is your line, a hotline. If you don't miss some, you don't miss some. Well, Growing from here.
Okay.
My name is Simon. I am working from Nigeria. Chukwuemeka, bless and protect every one of you, our Jewish brothers. Shalom, anywhere you are. I want to use this opportunity to thank our able leader Mazi, because anytime you speak, the world shake. Anytime you speak, the world listen. But those, if everyone will keep their ear that they don't listen, they must listen this time. Guide him, protect him. That is what. Anytime you speak, many people listen. The mighty children of people to get Adama. Those that are taking him, those that is after his life, Adama, the sun, the land, the earth, the water, the air destroy them. He said, therefore, we restored. He will restored. The mountain that must deliver you. No matter the enemy, anything they are denying to present anybody to us, we said no. We want our own children to be alive. We don't want the one they will kill. And we can't accept that anymore. You see? You see? Now, I was in some program yesterday. You know, there are people asking this question. What did people do? Everybody telling us everything. And I had a cashier over the phone. Listen to nerves. The common of the evil. Okay. Mazi, none of you have ever told me what Igbo do. Mazi, can you tell me? Because I know my granddad, I know my father a little bit, I know our people. We are good people. We don't betray our people. We don't talk only about us. We are the light, but they want to close us, march us down, but the fire will burn them. Whoever that marched Biafra, that said that Biafra will never be restored in this our own time. To our one time, for ourselves, we can't continue like that. Chukwuemeka will uproot any one of them. It doesn't matter who they are. And we can't be asking them anything. I know that Chukwuemeka has this struggle through our leader. That is what everything he do. It is a masterpiece. Because I remember some of his he said this is what we're talking about. We get it to start. We are not matched with Nigerians. The zoo Nigerian handlers, we are not matched with them. They never see anything. It's our people. Okay, no country. To survive with the traitors. No country survive with saboteurs. But we don't talk about what we do to our enemies. I remember one of our leaders one time, he said, he swallowed his enemy alive. That's the way it is. Yeah, I was a thank you for giving me this opportunity. Oh, Biafra, sign up for me.
Biafra, thank you very much, Simon. Simon, thank you. Yes, back to what we were saying. I will continue to get your attention to that. When we really see them angry, everything Igbo, South, Igbo, South, South, Igbo, Igbo, Igbo. There's no time these people have presented something without being excluding Igbos. No, Igbos are the culprits. They are the major offenders. They are the unwanted. You don't want them. But why are you still just flirting one Nigeria? Nigeria unity. One Nigeria. Not negotiable. So says who? Why? Why is it not negotiable? Why can't we? Call out your name and where you coming from?
Hello, Mazi. Ekene ka na Mbobia. Ekene dere ni na all over the ego in our easy. Ime nam yeni na na o ime nyere m aka ina ekwu ana m anụ ọ na-asa ekene dere aya chukwu ka anyị na-achọ ka anyị nweta ya.
Ndewo, today's English.
I just want to say something.
Okay, go ahead.
My own opinion.
Go ahead.
Go
ahead. Say what you want to say.
my opinion, you always help me. I have called you for two important things, and here even the other one, our leader talked about it last time. I was very, very happy when I heard that. Let people don't take any food item, because food item is not good for our ESN. You did it. Thank you. The receipt, we are fighting about it here in Germany now. And the other one, I come with it now, that please, if you can be possible, this car then since last 2 or 3 days, our ECN, thank God that they seized the car. But please let them pieces the car and set it in parts. Let them don't use that car, because we don't know what is inside. Let them pieces the car and set the engine, everything, body parts, and finish. Let them don't use the car, please. That's what I want to contribute to them, because that's how I do. That's how God bless me. My brother, thank you. One day I will tell you where I come from. We are never. I will tell you one day. Okay, I for me don't really like you. Okay.
No problem.
Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Bye bye. We don't need their car. We don't. I don't care what they drive. We can't patrol in the bush with the car, so we don't need their cars. They can live with their ESN know what to do with the car. There are part dealers, they know what to do with the car. They can live whatever they want to live in there. It doesn't concern ESN. The car will take its last journey, but not for ESN. They know what to do with the car. I think they've done it already. No, so don't be frightened that maybe ESN is going to get in there to drive the car. Or no, they are more sophisticated than that. They can bring another strategy if they want to. So that's where I can leave it. So everybody should be rest assured that the car is a gunner. It's done. It's done. Yeah, back to what I was saying. Protect our children. Protect yourself. They come for your children. The whole thing is targeted to our children, our generation to come. Vaccination specifically made for our children, generation to come, is what they are shoving around, telling you to come and get it, giving you what do you call it, masks. Come and get it, it's free. You have genuine ones made in Aba. Buy it, no matter what it costs you, and save your life. All these tainted free masks will send you to your early grave. All these vaccines will send you to your early graves. The evidence is there. The thought that came from the mind is there. Those that are the introducers of the vaccine told you, they have told you that the vaccine will not even cure you. If you doubt me, let me play you this. Because when you hear from the source, when you hear directly from the source, then who are you questioning? And why will you be questioning anybody? If you hear directly from the source, listen to Bill Gates. This is an interview from CNN. Pay attention to what Bill Gates said about COVID-19 vaccination. My people, listen. Listen very, very attentively.
Section for you here, all right? Just some questions that keep coming up. Okay. Why do I have to keep wearing the mask after I get the vaccine? I thought it was going to protect me from the vaccine. What's the answer?
Well, the answer is, unless you get the overwhelming majority of the country vaccinated and protected and get that umbrella of what we call herd immunity, there's still a lot of virus out there. There's still a lot of virus out there. So just because you're protected so-called protected by the vaccine, you need to remember that you could be prevented from getting clinical disease and still have the virus that is in your nasopharynx because you could get infected. We're not sure at this point that the vaccine protects you against getting infected.
We're not sure at this point that the vaccine protects you against getting infected.
Did we know for sure?
That's Fauci. You're listening to Fauci.
We're not sure at this point that the vaccine protects you against getting infected.
Did we know for sure it's very, very good, 94-95% in protecting you against clinically recognizable disease.
Clinically recognizable disease, but not COVID?
And almost 100% in protecting you for severe disease.
And almost 100% from severe disease? Well then, what does he call COVID, if that's not serious?
But until you have virus that is so low in society, we as a nation need to continue to wear the mask, to keep the physical distance, to avoid crowds. We're not through with this just because we're starting a vaccine program.
Through with this just because we're starting a vaccine program.
Even though you, as an individual, might have gotten vaccinated, it is not over by any means. We still have a long way to go, and we've got to get as many people as possible vaccinated, of all groups.
What does that take? When are we fully vaccinated?
Well, the projection that I've made, and I hope it works this way, it's going to depend upon the...
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What else do you want to hear? This is Dr. Fauci implementing Bill Gates' program. They are vaccinating you. For what? I'll turn off this phone, really. I'll turn it off. Why are they vaccinating you then? Why the vaccination? To our bull-headed, African leaders. Why? What are you understanding? What are you understanding from this? They are not done, but they don't know what they are shooting. Just shoot. We don't care who dies. The Africans are foolish. They'll take it anyway. That's their perception. This is from CNN interviewing Dr. Fauci. If you are still doubting, listen to it one more time.
Section for you here, all right? Just some questions that keep coming up.
Okay.
Why do I have to keep wearing the mask after I get the vaccine? I thought it was going to protect me from the vaccine. What's the answer?
Well, the answer is, unless you get the overwhelming majority of the country vaccinated and protected and get that umbrella of what we call herd immunity, there's still a lot of virus out there.
There's still a lot of virus out there.
So just because you're protected, so-called protected by the vaccine, you need to remember that you could be prevented from...
Do you hear the terminology? So-called. So-called. That is degrading reference. So-called vaccine. That means I don't know what to tell you. So you heard him. I'm not misrepresenting what he said. He said it so-called. Like telling your manager, so-called manager. That means you're not a manager. Just move back a little bit so that you can catch that.
Still a lot of virus out there.
There's still a lot of virus out there.
So just because you're protected, so-called protected by the vaccine, you need to remember that you could be prevented from getting clinical disease and still have the virus that is in your nasopharynx because you could get infected. We're not sure at this point that the vaccine protects you against getting infected.
You are not sure that the vaccine protects you, but you are making sure you pay the African leaders. You even paid the Madagascar president 20 million. You offered them 20 million to say there is COVID. And he said, nope, nope, not my people. We have the remedy here. You take our remedy. They say, nope, you take ours. If your remedy is not good for them, why will theirs be good for you? Eh? The Congolese doctor, I keep referring to the Congolese doctor, they offered quite a lot of money. He said no. What did they tell him? Anybody that coughs, that's COVID. Anybody that says, doctor, something is doing me in Obi, that's COVID. Doctor, I'm sleeping too much, that's COVID. Doctor, I have headache, that's COVID. Doctor, Chukwuemeka is dead, that's COVID, he died of COVID. Make sure that anybody that steps in the hospital, that's COVID. And the Congolese doctor said, no, I will not trade my Nobel Prize for bribery and corruption. Who is bribing him? World Health Organization. World Health Organization. Yep. Yep. The world we live in. But they are the ones that are supposed to be championing for your health. You know, who will accept the bribe? Nigeria. Nigerian honorables that give no damn about the common man. Now they are talking about lock them up. Lock them up again. Barricade them COVID. Where still people roaming around in Ojelegba, Balogun, Surulere? Why? Are they all dead? How many are suffering from COVID? Caller, your name and where you calling from? Good morning.
Thank you, my brother. My name is Mazi, my man Ugo Munyejaka. I am the national PRO of Ipob here in United States. I reside here in Washington, D.C., but I'm from Amibo. Amibo in Olo. Amibo is the home of the Tiger, and Amibo is the home of King Jaja. Mazi, thank you all again, and I thank all our women for their input. So, Mazi, I thank our leader, Mazi Nnamdi. So I'm going to start with the vaccine and then the COVID-19 thing that you're talking about, Mazi. Definitely, when you come to our land, you should know that we have things that are more deadly than the COVID-19. If people know, malaria kill more people than anything. Typhoid kill more people than anything. So COVID-19, how many people have you seen in your neighborhood that is killed? Anyway, I'm not saying that you should not protect yourself. You have to have the adequate protection, and that is keeping your hygiene, distancing yourself from people, and then, eat very well so that you can have the immunity. So you have to protect yourself, because when God is protecting you, you have to protect yourself. But believe me, do not take anything that you're not supposed to take. Remember, anything they are giving to you, these people love you so much, but they take the palliative. Remember, don't forget, it is not far, it's not long ago. The palliative that they brought for you, these people, they love you so much, because they're going to bring the vaccine and encourage you to take it. Go ahead, and sign your death warrant and put my name in that thing. Anyway, Mazi, another thing I want to talk about is for our youth. Mazi, do you know that there has been a strategy, an intentional strategy that they have mapped out in order just to depopulate our youth in Biafra land? So we, Biafra, we can be talking and then yapping and then thinking that it's politics, but it is definitely, something that have mapped out. If you check now, go to all Nigerian jail, the people you will see there are the Biafrans from A to Z, even in Lagos, even in Kaduna, even in Kano, Zamfara, Prono, it is all Biafran that is going to see over there. That is our youth that we're talking about. But now, in the name of, this is Ipob or whatever, then they have signed up with the governors and our elders and our elders are not asking them. So why are you mapping out the Biafran, the children, to come and arrest because they are protesting? Why you minority Allah, you let them be, and then other groups, you let them? Why is it that the children of Biafra are the one that you intentionally coming to arrest? Whom have they killed? What have they done? We have to hold our elders accountable for this. We must hold them accountable. Our politicians, our elders, our people that are into politics and seeing how they are intentionally going after us. They did this thing in 1970 to depopulate us, and that's what they are doing now. Look at all those people that are in jail. Look at those people that have been arrested. Look at the people that have killed. All of them. These are fathers, people that are supposed to marry and have children. So our population are going down. Slow. So once again, I want to just put your attention to the election that is going on around Kano or Kaduna. But if you see children, Amajiri children, 6 years, 4 years on the line, queuing on the line so that they can vote. And these are the people that they are, breeding. This is a special breed of, kids that are breeding for the election, and then you are talking about one Nigeria, you see. So the problem there is that these people are still evil and they're still angry, and this is what they have been teaching their children when they go to the mosque. That what the Takara or whatever, the man that was in the Zoom meeting said, the way he itemized and the way he was able just to list all the number of the Ipob people that were involved in the coup. So this is what they've been teaching them. And these people are so evil, their heart is still dark. They still hate us so much. So if you're thinking about you're going to be in one Nigeria with these people, you better think twice. So finally, I am urging our people, our boys, this ESN is ours. It's ESN. It is the thing that can protect you. Because ESN cannot come and arrest you indiscriminately. The ESN cannot come and kidnap you or just act as a bandit or intimidate you. Your mother can go to the market, your mother can go to the farm, your sister cannot be raped. This is what ESN is. So every Biafran is supposed to be an ESN in one way or the other. Either you can be a vigilante ESN or you can be an ESN informant. ESN informant. Okay? When you get an information, you pass it on to the ESN, that is the Eastern Security Network. You pass it on anywhere you are, donate, please call. Download IPOB Community Radio, support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, support ESN, follow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Twitter, and then if you happen to be in United States, please visit our website, www.ipobinUSA.org, www.ipobinUSA.org. If you want to donate, you are in United States, go into www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. You will see it there. You will see everywhere you have to donate, because I have forgotten the Zelle and other number. So, Mazi, thank you and God bless you.
Thank you, Mazi. God bless you as well. Thank you very much. Yes, back to Dr. Fauci.
Section for you here. All right, just some questions that keep coming up. Okay, why do I have to keep wearing the mask after I get the vaccine? I thought it was going to protect me from the vaccine. What's the answer?
Well, the answer is, unless you get the overwhelming majority of the country vaccinated and protected and get that umbrella of what we call herd immunity, there's still a lot of virus out there. There's still a lot of virus out there. So just because you're protected, so-called protected by the vaccine, you need to remember that you could be prevented from getting clinical disease and still have the virus that is in your nasopharynx because you could get infected. We're not sure at this point that the vaccine protects you against getting infected.
We're not sure at this point that the vaccine protects you against getting infected.
We know for sure it's very, very good, 94, 95% in protecting you against clinically recognizable disease.
Clinically recognizable disease, but not COVID?
And almost 100% in protecting you for severe disease.
And almost 100% from severe disease? Well then, what does he call COVID, if that's not serious?
But until you have virus that is so low in society, we as a nation need to continue to wear the mask, to keep the physical distance, to avoid crowds. We're not through with this just because we're starting a vaccine program.
Through with this just because we're starting a vaccine program.
Even though you, as an individual, might have gotten vaccinated, it is not over by any means. We still have a long way to go, and we've got to get as many people as possible vaccinated, of all groups.
What does that take? When are we fully vaccinated?
Well, the projection that I've made, and I hope it works this way, it's going to depend upon the...
Well, for those that have ears to hear, let them hear. These are the people that are telling you COVID-19. Then they are going to give you another variant very soon, and that means the one you took will be obsolete, non-effective. The call number is +1 484-767-0848. We are really coming to the end of the program, so if you want to put in your 1 cent word, go ahead. Go ahead. We'll play this back again tomorrow so that those that didn't hear it will hear it. It's quite interesting, you know. It is quite interesting. Our senator in Nabariba has told you, don't bring it to the Biafra land. We don't want it in the east. We don't want to be barren. We don't want our daughters, our men, not to be able to produce children. But that's exactly what they want to happen. You see now many of the young girls are not even getting pregnant. And they resort to kidnapping other people's babies. Have you wondered why? Have you wondered why? The men are becoming more repulsed when it comes to reproducing. Have you wondered why? They can't even impregnate their wives. Have you wondered why? They are, with the help of your politicians, selling you out. And the resistance is what you must put up. Our leader has done his best. Our leader has done his best. Let them continue to search for ESN. Let them continue. They will be tired, and they will be shy being confronted. No, they will not be shy. You know what I mean? Don't say you, no, say them. They will not be shy. They'll say, yes, here you are, yes, and now we are coming for you. When they're shy, they say, oh, that's you, no, excuse me, I'm coming, I'll be right back. And they will vanish. No, I didn't mean to. I was just doing my duty. I was just trying to patrol to see if I can see you. Now I see you. I don't mean any harm. Because please let me go back. I have children and I have a young wife. I beg you, ESN, because let me, whatever language they use, and whatever happens to them will happen to you. A saboteur that lines up with your enemies to come and have your mothers raped. When you dine with the enemy, you are the utmost devil. Utmost devil, bringing the enemy to come and rape your mother, rape your wife, rape your children. What a very evil way of doing things. Very, very evil. When you talk about the devil, these are the devils. You see them, they are around you. Don't expect them to fall up from the sky. They are the ones you are looking, posing themselves as your politicians, as your senators, and those that say they belong to the judiciary, that cannot implement anything, that cannot question, no, unless our leader questions. They cannot beg unless our leader begs. They cannot stand and say you cannot do that unless our leader says it. Then you want to know who are these people. They bring their own terminologies. Elites, Igwes, Ezes, and the thieves. The time is gone. Tomorrow the Ezoku will be there, and tomorrow will be my waiting there. We have the very luxurious time to speak your dialect. Whatever you want to say, go ahead, say it. Say it. There's music that reflects to what we are saying, but I think today I will just give you a glimpse, a prelude, just a little of what is coming. So don't think that I lost that music. I did not. I still got it with me. I still have it. It's very, very, very melodious. Let me get it down and play it to your hearing. But as far as I know, we are done for the day. I shut off the phone a long time ago, and tomorrow now waiting to happen. People will call in, talk in their dialect, broken English, whatever I can say it. It is open. Nobody will persecute you. Nobody will say anything that you don't want. I'm getting close to the music, and I'll play it. And you remember it, and then you know.
Mazi Nandekano, Jisikenalo, Mazi Nandekano, Ihine Medianima, and my Yochineke na Konye Kwado Gologondo na Risike, na Mamihe Kiketu Wedurani na Lanke Kwainampa. Onya wana kene chereke tishojo, Onya ngejisia weburia. Guy were not to be. I can wait a high natural. Omo Biafra Pico, I need you got Udogachi. Omo Biafra Pico, Udogachi. Upper one family can need you again. Udogachi. Apoto bikanyidiaga Omo Biafra Biko Kanijigota Udogachi Uchemefo Sleeping DJ Uborodeka Mborogi Akwi wuno tisi we uwe mweginala to the extent that everywhere all over the world, all our people can akosi. Eba buli huru mada abo ma watono. All our people chemefo can akosi. Otosi we wo ya nala. Otosi we disgrace o ya. Otosi we betray yende Biafra. Upon all the trust to Mazi Nandekano Murebino. Gishota we wo nala. Chirota we disappoint and in the Soginazo. Uchemefo Mazi Nandekano trust to the extent the Osina, all who name one, all carry look at those are one. Uchemefo, only making your God to be a number. If I see a life, Dinako Nesorogi, Dinako in a Sorogin alive. Each and a Mazi Nandekano got the Furgono. In that level. Silence is the best answer to a fool. You are just making fool of yourself. Uche mefo. Imana wuru get in a prison. We put you kwani na nke kwere Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Uche mefo ị ga na ego China but na so Biafra. Ka doro manya na ị ga na ego di na so Biafra. But le Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Etinyere ya n'ụlọ mkpọrọ wee kwe ya nkwa niile nke kwere ya. Onweghị ụdị nkwa na-ekweghị ya ka o wee dị na nsọ Biafra. Ma Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kwurula chi wee kwụsị ike na Biafra si that onweghị ike ịdị na nsọ Biafra. O kwekwere ya before ya baa ime na onweghị ike ịdị na nsọ Biafra, na onweghị ike ibitreyi Biafra, but na ndị Biafra ga-ebitreyi ya. Ihe ahụ o kwuru abụọ bịara na mmezu. This betrayal bidoro from 2015. Oga ha kpọchiri Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This betrayal bidoro from Imam Meso and Clifford Iruanya and Uche. Ọkwago nwa the same Uche mefọ onye fight against it. But lee na lete ihe na-eme onwe gị. I were ebe aka gị wee betray izie that same person ị na-fight gbafọ. Charles Uche mefọ. Kedu ihe mere gị ha? Ihe otu isi wee wuo onwe gị n'ala. Ihe otu isi wee mebisi aha gị. This nonsense human rights, human rights. What do you know about human rights? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is already fighting for human rights. He lost his father and his mother in fighting for human rights. Uche mefo, you are just a betrayer. If you need to resign now because everybody know people. The killings in all people take everybody unaware. About it. Uche mefo, what we need is actions. What's your Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Chukwuemeka owo. Le Eastern Security Network offer Moria single-handedly, and this is not even our army. This is just Eastern Security Network. Our armies will soon surface by the special grace of Chukwuemeka. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it. Forward ever, backward never. Together we move. Together we achieve this Biafra. Every sons and daughters of Biafra, please, I want us to give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu our maximum support. We must surely get to the promised land. He said. Umu Biafra biko sienu no Okwa one family kanyi diaga Okwa two obi kanyi diaga Umu Biafra biko kanyi jikota udogachi Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Jisike n'ọrụ gị anyị so gị n'azụ. Jisike n'ọrụ gị anyị ga-enwe mmeri. Jisike n'ọrụ gị ihe ga-adị mma. Ụmụ Biafra biko ka anyị jikọta udo gachi. Ụmụ Biafra biko sienu anyị jikọta udo gachi. Ọkwa one family ka anyị ji aga. Jikọta udo gachi. Ọkwa otu obi ka anyị ji aga. Umu Biafra biko ka anyị jikọta udogachi. Udogachi n'anya IPOB one family. IPOB one family. One family. IPOB. Ana mayokwa Chukwuemeka Biama ka onye ndị IPOB ogologo ndụ na-arụ isi ike na amamihe nke ha ga-eji wee rụọ ọrụ a wee ruo ya n'isi. Anyị ma na ọrụ adịghị isi, mana onye ọbụla nke ya na Chukwuemeka Biama so ụjọ agaghị atụ ya. Nwa Chukwuemeka Biama ọhamadike ihe kwuru ka ị na-eme. Jisike n'ọrụ ọma gị anyị so gị n'azụ. Jisike n'ọrụ ọma gị anyị ga-enwe mmeri. Jisike n'ọrụ ọma gị ihe ga-adị mma. Ana m ekelekwa all the coordinators all over the world. ma yọkwa Chukwu okike abịama ka onye ọnụ ogologo ndụ na-arụ isi ike nke unu ga-eji wee rụọ ọrụ a wee rurokwa ya n'isi. Jisie na ike na ihe ọbụla unu na-eme, were n'otu obi na ihe ọbụla unu na-eme, ma bụrụ na ya n'obi dasa onye ọrụ nwere ụgwọ. No matter what, ka anyị wezụga na ihe ọbụla ga-ebute gawa n'etiti anyị, maka anyị werekwa n'otu obi wee sọpọtụ nwanne anyị nwoke abụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu Ọhamadike. One thing is sure, at the end, we all shall rejoice. Sure. Ụmụ Biafra biko, ka anyị jikọta, udo ga-achị. Ụmụ Biafra biko tienu, jikọta, udo ga-achị. Ọkwa one family ka anyị ji aga, udo ga-achị. Otu obi ka anyị dị aga, ụmụ Biafra biko ka anyị jikọta, udo ga-achị, udo ga-achịrị n'anyị yo. Anyị werezie na ya ofu obi ụmụnne, anyị were ofu obi, anyị ga-enweta ihe anyị na-achọ ụmụnne m. Anyị sọpọtụ nwanne anyị Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, jisike n'ọlụma gị, anyị so gị n'azụ. Jisike n'ọlụma gị, anyị ga-enwe mmeri. Jisike n'ọlụma gị, ihe ga-adị mma. Jisike n'ọlụma gị, Biafra ga-enwerịrị isi. Ka anyị were ofu obi nwanne m. Let us take one mind. We shall get to the promised land, my brothers and sisters. Ụmụ Igbo, Izon, Ogoni, Eja, Efik, Ibibio, Aran, Oroni, Igodomigodo, Kogi, Idoma, Benua, Igala, Igede. Please let us join hands together. We are the Biafrans. Let us support the Moses of our own time, Maazị Nnamdi Kanu Ọhamadike de Biafra. I strongly believe that with one mind, love, and work, we shall get to the promised land by the special grace of Chukwuemeka Abiyama. Udo ga-achị, ụmụ Biafra biko sienu, udo ga-achị. Ọkwa one family ka anyị ji aga, udo ga-achị. Ọkwa otu obi ka anyị ji aga, udo ga-achị. Ụmụ Biafra biko ka anyị jikọta, udo ga-achị. Chukwu okike Abịama Ọhamadike, ihe kwuru ka ị na-eme. Jisike n'ụlọ ọma gị, anyị so gị n'azụ. Jisike n'ụlọ ọma gị, anyị ga-enwe mmeri. Jisike n'ụlọ ọma gị, ihe ga-adị mma. Nwachukwu okike Abịama, n'ihi adịlịlị m. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, n'ihi adịlịlị m, n'ihi adịlịlị m. Dịka echi, maka echi adịghị agwụ agwụ, ihe adịlịlị imo. Onye nwere gị nwere mmadụ, onye ji gị ji mmadụ aga. Onye nwere gị, onye nwere gị ụjọ agaghị atụ ya. Onye ji gị ji mmadụ. Ka anyị jikọta, udo ga-achị. Ụmụ Biafra biko sienu, udo ọkwa one family ka anyị ji aga ọkwa otu obi ka anyị ji aga n'ije ụmụ Biafra biko mio udoghachi ka onye na-eme n'ụwa anya biko jisi ike n'ọnụ maka o mesịọ ya dị mma ife ọbụla ị na-eme nwanne m biko jisi ike n'ọnụ nwanne o mesịa nọ ya dị mma maka na ọ bụ alụọ n'anwụ elie na ndụ alụọ n'anwụ nwanne m elie na ndụ alụsị ọlụ anyị n'anwụ anyị ga-eli na ndụ were bụzube ekene ka ndị ekene Chukwu okike abịa ma maka ife ọma ka o mere amama amasị amasị ndị nwanyị si mbe ọkwa gị nyere anyị ndụ taa Olisabi n'igwe asị ka kene Chukwu abịa ma asị ka kene zie olori gị ọkwa nya ka mụ na-etu gị Chukwu aka mụ dị n'elu narị ekele m. Special greetings to Mazi Kisilo ọnwa so anya onye nke so wee duziere m aka na ihe gbasara egwu a. Ana m asị ka Chukwu okike abịa ma nye gị ogologo ndụ na akụnụba na arụ isi ike ise. Nwachukwu okike abịa ma ọha amadịghị ihe gburu ka ị na-eme isi ike n'ọlụma gị anyị so gị n'azụ isi ike n'ọlụma gị anyị ga-enwe mmeri isi ike n'ọlụma gị ihe ga-adị mma. I'm still your brother Mazi Naka Samuel Chinoso. Thank you so much. May God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you. Nzowu Enyimba Zowu Kwakwanso Enyimba Nzowu Enyimba Zowu Sanusi Enyimba Nzowu Enyimba Zowu Tinubu Enyimba Nzowu Enyimba Zowu Amechi Enyimba Nzowu Rocha Okorocha Enyimba Zowu ya Enyimba Zowu Enyimba Nzowu Enyimba Oju Tokalo Enyimba Zowu ya Zowu Boko Haram Enyimba Nzowu Enyimba Owazurike Enyimba Zowu ya Enyimba Zowu ha Awusa Fulani Enyimba Zowu ha Enyimba Nzowu Enyimba Nzowu Enyimba Oleme Muna nwanne m dera abirego ifaju na rerani ewo muna nwanne m dera nwanne pụta n'ụzọ re nwanne ka anyị tigbu Hausa ndị na-amara Chukwu tigbu ha zọgbu ha zona ka anyị tigbu Hausa ndị na-amara Chukwu tigbu ha zọgbu ha zona anyị ga-etigbu Hausa ndị na-amara Chukwu ndị na-ekweghị na Chukwu ama bụ eze anyị ga-azọda ha n'ala wee kọọ ha ọkọlịsị. And then we know that one we talk is with majority. If God be with us, who can be against us? Onye Chukwu abịa masị n'azụ enweghị atụ ya onye Chukwu okike kwụ n'azụ enweghị atụ ya Director Nnamdi Kanu Chukwu abịa ma ọbụghị n'azụ. Indigenous people of Biafra Chukwu abịa ma so n'azụ I can hear the Lord saying, do not be afraid of your enemies. The Boko Haram you see today, you shall see them no more. Hausa Fulani jihadists, you shall see them no more. Says the Lord Almighty, I am with you. We must get to the promised land. The promised land is called Biafra, the land of rising sun. Obodo Chukwu gọziri agọzi, obodo Chukwu
Chukwu chọrọ mma. Obodo Chukwu mere eze. Anyị tigbuo Awụsa dị n'amarụ Chukwu. Tigbuo ha, zọgbuo ha, tona ha. Ka anyị tigbuo Awụsa dị n'amarụ Chukwu. Tigbuo ha, zọgbuo ha, tona ha. Ka anyị tigbuo Awụsa dị n'amarụ Chukwu. Tigbuo ha, zọgbuo ha, tona ha. Ka anyị tigbuo Awụsa dị n'amarụ Chukwu. Dị n'amaghị Chukwu obi ama. Dị n'amaghị Chukwu okike mụ. Dị n'amaghị Chukwu na dị ndụ. Ndị na-ekweteghị na Chukwu ọba ma bụ chi n'ọbụ ya bụ chi kere anyị. Ka anyị tigbuo Awụsa ndị na-amarụ Chukwu. Ndị na-akpịsị ala anya arụsị o. Ndị na-amaghị Chukwu obi ya. Ndị na-amaghị Chukwu okike ha. Ọla mgbe mụ na nwanne m kere ahụ. Nwanne m pụta n'ụzọ were m. Ife ajụnarịrị anyị o maka ire ego o ji rụọ anyị. Otu aka bibili human rights chọrọ itiri anyị o nyere ụcha zọgọrọcha o. Otu aka ụwa zuru ike o chọrọ itiri anyị o nye Goodluck Jonathan. Mana Chineke ya bịa ịma na Chukwu okike na dị ndụ. Onye nyere anyị Nnamdi Kanu Joshua of our time. Nnamdi wetie mkpu n'ọkọnụ si Chukwu ọbịa ma ị ga n'ome. Ka mụ ga-eme n'elu ahụ ka mụ bụrụ onye nwụrụ anwụ. Ihe bụ ihe Nnamdi bụ. Nnamdi Kanu Chukwu gọzie. Nnamdi Kanu Chukwu gọzie gị o. Nnamdi Kanu Chukwu gọzie gị o. Onye amụma nke anyị o. Ụwa zuru ike. Zọgbuo ya n'ikpere. Rocha Sokorocha o. Zọgbuo ya n'ikpere. Goodluck Jonathan. Zọgbuo ya n'ikpere. Bilie human rights. Zọgbuo ya n'ikpere. Zọgbuo Ekwensu n'ụkwụ n'elu ụwa. Degbuo ya o, n'ekpere o. N'aha Jizọs Biafra ga-abịara anyị. N'aha Chukwu abịa. Onye ọbụla si na Biafra gaghị abịa. Ewo nwanne m. Zọgbuo ya n'ekpere. Ọya ka ije. Enyimba enyi. Nzọgbu. Enyimba. Nzọgbu nzọgbu. Enyimba enyi. Nzọgbu. Enyimba. Zọgbu Buhari. Enyimba enyi. Nzọgbu. Enyimba. Zọgbu Sanusi. Enyimba enyi. Nzọgbu. Enyimba. Nzọgbu nzọgbu. Enyimba enyi. Nzọgbu. Enyimba. Zọgbu Tinubu. Enyimba enyi. Nzọgbu. Enyimba. Zọgbu Hamechi. Enyimba enyi. Nzọgbu. Enyimba. Rocha Sokorocha. Enyimba enyi. Nzọgbu. Enyimba. Ọdụzọ Kalu. Enyimba enyi. Nzọgbu. Enyimba. Zọgbu British. Enyimba. Zọgbu British. Enyimba. Nzọgbu. Enyimba. Nzọgbu nzọgbu. Enyimba. Nzọgbu. Enyimba. Zọgbu Fulani. Enyimba. Nzọgbu. Enyimba. Ụwa zuru ike. Enyimba. Nzọgbu. Enyimba. Nzọgbu nzọgbu. Enyimba. Nzọgbu. Enyimba. Zọgbu Efeluga. Enyimba. We are soldiers, soldiers of Biafra. In the name of Chukwuemeka, we shall conquer. We are soldiers, soldiers of Biafra. In the name of Chukwuemeka, we shall conquer. We are soldiers, soldiers of Biafra. In the name of Chukwuemeka, we shall conquer. We are soldiers, soldiers of Biafra. In the name of Chukwuemeka, we shall conquer. We are soldiers, soldiers of Biafra. In the name of Chukwuemeka, we shall conquer. We are soldiers, soldiers of Biafra. In the name of Chukwuemeka, we shall conquer. We are soldiers, soldiers of Biafra. In the name of Chukwuemeka, we shall conquer. We are soldiers, fighting for freedom. In the name of Chukwuemeka, we shall conquer. We are fighting for our motherland. By the grace of Chukwuemeka, we shall conquer. We are soldiers, fighting for our rights. In the name of Chukwuemeka, we shall conquer. We are soldiers, soldiers of Biafra. In the name of Chukwuemeka, we shall conquer. We are soldiers, soldiers of Biafra. In the name of Chukwuemeka, we shall conquer. Come to Nadujo, one go and here. Ihamuru or Rito ogologo onye ọcha bịara bịa n'esi anya wekwu okwu n'okolu wetie heroes fight like Biafra soldiers si ya bụ onye ọcha furule no we are soldiers of Biafra in the name of Chukwuemeka we shall conquer Inugo. We are soldiers of Biafra in the name of Chukwuemeka we shall conquer. We are soldiers of Biafra in the name of Chukwuemeka we shall conquer. We are not changing our motherland in the name of Chukwuemeka we shall conquer ourselves. We are soldiers of Biafra in the name of Chukwuemeka we shall conquer. I say the land of the rising sun belongs to our fathers in the name of Chukwuemeka we shall take it by force. I say we are soldiers of Biafra in the name of Chukwuemeka we shall conquer. I say hallelujah Biafra hallelujah people in the name of Chukwuemeka we shall conquer. Oh yeah, we are soldiers of Biafra in the name of Chukwuemeka we shall conquer. We are soldiers from the rising sun in the name of Chukwuemeka we shall conquer. We are soldiers of Biafra in the name of Chukwuemeka we shall conquer. When we come, majority was there in the name of Chukwuemeka we are fearless. I say we are soldiers in the name of Chukwuemeka we shall conquer. Iwe ne wanyo na nyi soro no Biafra. Iwe ne wanyo iwa ne uno na nyi soro no Biafra. Omu Biafra le iwa ne uno iwe ne wanyo na nyi soro bodanyo. Anambra te iwa ne uno Enugu te iwa ne uno iwa ne uno Abia State, River State, Ebonyi State, na ichoro bulanyo. Ebeka unusi Biafra, Ebeka unusi Biafra, gaimara po Biafra, gawe boso gabiri, gaimara po Biafra, gawe boso gabiri. Biafra is my home. Ebeka unusi Biafra, Ebeka unusi Biafra, gaimara po Biafra, gawe boso gabiri, gaimara po Biafra, gawe boso gabiri. Biafra is my home. In this platform, we are calling all the indigenous people of Biafra living in diaspora to come back home. Let us defend and build our motherland, the land of the rising sun, and stop developing other people's land while our land has been taken by our enemies. For Biafra land is the kingdom of God on earth, and we must fight with the last drop of our blood to restore this great nation, the land of the rising sun. All hail Biafra! All hail indigenous people of Biafra! All hail the land of the rising sun! Biafra must be restored. Biafra must live, and Biafra must survive by the name of Chukwuemeka. Ebeka unusi Biafra, Ebeka unusi Biafra, gaimara po Biafra, gawe boso gabiri, gaimara po Biafra, gawe boso gabiri. Biafra is my home. They say the river cannot flow through the forest without bringing down trees. My dear people of Biafra, for many years we have been folding our arms, hoping that Biafra will come in a platter of pig and honey called dialogue. What did we get in return? They kill our brothers, they rape our women, they behead our children, they bomb our churches when we go to worship Chukwuemeka. No. Enough is enough. We can't take this anymore. We must fight to defend our land, the Biafra we love. For he who wants peace must be ready for war. Ebeka unusi Biafra, Ebeka unusi Biafra, gaimara po Biafra, gawe